Hey everyone, this is Mike. I just wanted to take a quick second to thank everyone who has supported this venture so far. We have reached 86 total downloads and are hoping to hit that 100 very soon. Every single one of those 86 downloads is a person that took time out of their day to tune in and support. And if that's you, you have my utmost gratitude. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, or comment on whatever platform you're using. I know I hate hearing that too, but honestly, it really does help. It helps us out and it tells us that you enjoy the content. One last time, so I don't take up too much of your time. Thank you, and let's get on with it. Hey everybody, this is Mike with the Catch-All. I am here today with Logan Bost and Jerry Tatum with PNW Pack. They are a local rap duo based out of Glebe.
Yep.
Glebe?
Nat Cheese.
Nat Cheese Glebe. So yeah, we're going to kind of get into it and let them introduce themselves and just go for it.
All right. So my name's Logan. I got my buddy Jerry with me. We're PNW Pack out of Nat Cheese. We did music for about I want to say 7 years, 6 years.
Yeah, just about.
It's been a while, but we haven't had a duo since 2020 or whatever. But we've been in shows and shit, so just all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we make music out of Nat Cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that where you guys are from?
Yeah.
Born here in Yakima?
Yeah, born in Yakima, raised in Nat Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're from CeeLo, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Viking.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks. You guys are Rangers?
Yeah.
What did you graduate?
2019.
2019?
Yeah.
Both of
Same?
us, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We grew up together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I've known Logan for a few years now. I started working at Bi-Mart in 2020, right before COVID hit, right when COVID hit. I introduced myself to the manager, and he wouldn't even shake my hand because COVID was beginning to start. And this is my first time meeting Jerry, so nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, were you guys both born here in Yakima?
Yeah. We're
And
both
then
from here.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what wanted you guys to get in the music?
So we started messing around, doing just messing around on the app called Audacity or whatever it was called.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty basic, but we started doing that sophomore year, and then we started getting more and more into it to where it got kind of serious, where we were traveling and stuff. But yeah, it started out just messing around with our buddies, having a few beers or whatever, fucking around on the mic. But yeah, it's pretty much how we started it. And it used to be me, him, and another guy named 7K Chris, another rapper.
Yeah.
He's a solo thing, but we used to all do that after school all the time on the weekends.
Just hook up and fucking just
start
spit
spitting.
bars and just fuck,
it was so
fuck
bad,
around.
dude. At first, it was so bad.
Well, that's where they all start, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, I've tried my hand at rapping. Not I haven't recorded anything, but just trying to write shit down, and I'm bro, this sucks.
We gotta get you in, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta get you in the studio.
It's always how it starts.
No,
it doesn't sound good in your head, and then
You guys
eventually
seen,
start writing.
You guys seen Straight Outta Compton when Eazy-E first jumps in?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's me. Cruising. That's me, bro. I'm not musically gifted whatsoever. My kid's musically gifted. My oldest, there's a piano out there. You guys probably saw it.
Oh, I've seen those videos, dude.
Yeah, you can hit a key and he'll tell you what note it is.
Yeah, he goes crazy on that.
And he's pretty smart when it comes to that shit. Upstairs we got I bought him a guitar for Christmas last year. Bought him a little the smaller ones. And then he has 2 keyboards, full on keyboards.
It's badass.
And then he's got his aunt and uncle gave him one of those digital drum sets. So he's been messing with that. So he went to some lessons for the drums, and he had fun for a little while, but then he was tired of doing what the teacher wanted him to do. So he's just up there jamming.
His own thing.
Yeah, and the guitar, it's still a little big for him, but I got it just so he can kind of grow into it. So he messes with it, but it's not a full size. It's what is it, quarter size or
Yeah.
half size or whatever the hell it is. So
That's bad.
he wanted one. So, and eventually when he gets old enough, I'll do him in the like maybe like some guitar lessons with someone maybe like local where I can not go to, because we were doing Guitar Center. It's like a business. I'd rather have like someone come here or us go to their house and like do it like more one-on-one, like more fun, like personable, rather than just like I'm getting paid $10 an hour to do this shit, you know, kind of thing. So,
for sure.
but yeah, music's one of those things. Like I love music. Everything I do revolves around music. Like I have the music down there, and I love just every time I got headphones. Every time I get on in my truck for work, I put on some type of music or something. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, just because like they're different and they're fun.
Yeah.
But I always come back to music, and I don't really have like a set genre.
So like, when did you graduate high school?
Me 07.
So like, what were the top 3 guys you were listening to back in 07?
Oh fuck, 07.
I gotta hear this.
So actually, back then there was a local artist from Sela. His name was Isaac Figs.
Oh yeah.
He did like guitar and drums and all that stuff. Like he was super musically talented, and he only released like I think 1 or 2 albums. So his brother Gabe Figs is the one that owns New York City.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, so that's how I know Gabe.
Yeah.
And Isaac, he died long time ago, and before I graduated, and everybody just started listening to him just because like he was so good, like he could just shred on guitar and shit.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the main ones, like more local, I guess.
Yeah.
But big time, man, I've always been like a rap fan.
Oh really?
So I've always been a rap. I do like some country. I love some rock, and just kind of everything in between, some reggae and all that shit. Just depends on the mood.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
if you look at my Spotify, it's literally everything. But the biggest one I have is like hip hop or like chill.
For sure.
So it's like everything from like local bangers or even like big bangers, like like the mainstream shit, all the way down to like some underground stuff.
Yeah.
So and actually you guys are on there too.
That's
But yeah, let me see. So Isaac Figs, I really was kind of, let me see. I've always liked like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, stuff like that.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really ever go wrong with them.
No.
And those are ones I listen to all the time. Let me see. I'm trying to think of who was popular back then. Maybe like, what's that? Cali Swag. Teach Me How to Dougie.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Remember that shit? And then like LMFAO and all that shit was like
Soldier Boy era.
Yeah, that was like
There
the
you go.
popping shit back then.
Yeah.
I listened to some of it just because like it was popular, but it wasn't like my go-to.
Yeah.
So I think in that time I was more in the rock. So I was listening to like, when you look at me, you don't think about it, but like I like hardcore like screamo.
Oh, you're into that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know why. Just because like it's just so like raw and emotional.
Yeah.
And then like when you're pissed, you play it and you're like, "Fuck yeah, someone else is pissed with me." And people don't just like look at me like I'm a crazy person.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there fucking punching the air, and that guy on the fucking that I'm listening to is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or encouraging me to. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
So I was listening to like As I Lay Dying and Bleeding Through and some of those other guys, but I don't know, man. I don't really have like a top 3 back then.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was kind of like all over the place. But if I had to do it, like the main ones I would go to, it'd probably be like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg,
There you go.
those guys, just because
Yeah.
like the classics, man. They never go out of style.
They still hit.
They still hit.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh man, when I was in high school, I don't listen to him as much now, but it was like, I don't know if you know who Juice WRLD is.
Juice WRLD?
Yeah, I listened to him a lot. We went to his concert before he died.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Good concert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Lil
That's
Yachty.
like right before he like dropped his second album, so it's like when the first album was coming out.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
when we went to that.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
Went to the
dope.
Migos concert when they like very first popped off, and Lil Yachty was opening up for him and stuff like that. Now though, I'm not really into that type of music anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like how it was in high school, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the hype stuff.
Well, the shit changes.
Yeah.
You know, your tastes change, you know.
sure.
But like, yeah, I don't know if I've ever been to like one of those type of concerts. I've been to like have you guys ever heard of Life in Color?
no.
Or it used to be called Dayglow back then.
Okay.
But now it was called Life in Color, and they stopped doing it a few years ago, I think right before COVID, because of COVID.
Yeah.
But what it is, it's like a lot of like dubstep house music.
Oh shit.
So like Flex Pavilion, Steve Aoki, all those guys.
Yeah.
And what they do is everybody wears white and they just throw paint all over the crowd.
that's
It was fucking dope. My wife and I, when we first started dating, they had one in Spokane.
Yeah.
And that's our first like big date that we went on. And it was called Dayglow back then. And we saw like Mike Solano and a couple other guys, and it was fun. We were hooked. I think we've been to 5 or 6.
That sounds pretty.
But they don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad because it was fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up. I haven't been to like one of those type of things. Like, what would you call that, a rave kind of?
it was kind of a rave because
Yeah.
there were some people probably doing drugs, and I mean we were drinking, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was fun, but there was those guys with like the lights on their end of their fingers,
Yeah.
and they're coming up to me and my wife, and we don't do shit like that. We don't do like
Yeah.
acid or LSD or
Yeah, yeah.
fucking Molly or any of that shit. And these guys coming up to me, and he's like doing this, and I'm just like, cool, man. Like,
Nice.
that's cool. Your fingers. I'm like, I'm not tripping. So I mean, you could go do it to someone else, but he was having fun, so I was having fun, So my
Yeah.
wife's just staring at me, and I'm like, I mean, this is cool. I mean, it's cool that you could do that, but like, I am not like up there where like I'm like, whoa, this is super psychedelic. Shit,
Yeah.
You know? So I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
The most of it. I mean, I have done mushrooms once or a couple
Ah.
times, but
See, I've had too many bad experiences with weed. That
Yeah?
like just weed, bro. Like I've never gotten into mushrooms or nothing. I
No?
got homies that do it though. I don't know. Have you done mushrooms?
I didn't like fully trip. I just did like microdosed just
Oh,
to
okay.
see how it'd make me feel, like
Yeah.
gauge how much I would want to take if I wanted to like fully
Yeah.
trip.
yeah, microdosing actually has a lot of health benefits.
Yeah.
And they're coming out now that
Yeah.
psilocybin is really fucking good for you as long as you don't like overdo it, just like anything else.
Yeah.
You drink
Yeah.
a glass of red wine a week or whatever, it's really good for you.
Yeah,
Even like a
sure.
beer or shot of liquor is okay because
Yeah.
it helps thin out your blood, and releases endorphins and all this other shit.
Yeah,
But
sure.
overdoing it like anything else is, I mean, just drinking water. You could die drinking water.
Yeah.
So it's like
For
shit.
sure.
But yeah, mushrooms, man. I got stories for those.
Oh, really?
There are some crazy ones.
We gotta hear them, dude.
Oh shit. Mushroom story?
Yeah, let's hear the wildest one.
Oh, the wildest one. Let's see. Some people from Sela know this one, and it's funny. So I was with a couple of friends. We went to a basketball game, and then we went to a party. The party got busted.
Oh yeah.
So we were trying to figure out what to do, me and a couple friends. Well, we ended up thinking about this guy, and we're like, dude, let's do mushrooms. Like, we got shit to do. We got
Yeah.
some money. There's no party tonight because it got busted, and there's no other party. So we're trying to figure out this guy's phone number. Well, lo and behold, like, godsend or something. He drives right down the street from us, and we're like waving him down. He flips a bitch and comes over, and he's like, "What's up?" And like, "You got mushrooms?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." It's like 4 of us right here. So he's it was like $20 or $25, like a eighth or whatever. And so we paid $100, got all 4, and then we ate them. We went down to my buddy Stefan's house, stole a thing of orange juice because the orange juice is supposed to like make it like
Boost it.
yeah, boost it.
Yeah.
And then from his house down to the main street, so he lived off of Home Ave, and from Home Ave to Spires, we walked from there to there. By the time we got to the Spires, we were high as a fucking kite. And then we let me see, I don't know what like the correct term, but it was like an overlay on the entire like reality. So I saw like an overlay of like checkers on everything.
Oh shit.
So like I could see you and you,
Yeah.
but like there was like a transparent black and white checker pattern all over
That's
everything.
fucking
It's like
I
just
was
a screen on everything.
Yeah, I was tripping, bro. And then 7-Eleven down the street, down that bottom of Fremont
Yeah.
right here. We walked down to there, and I felt like I was in a space station. Like I was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt. Have you seen the beginning of Half Baked? When they smoke the weed and they walk real slow into
Okay,
the.
yeah. I've seen-
That's how I felt. I was like walking really slow, and I don't know if I actually was or if I thought I was.
Yeah, you're lagging.
Doing like the Ric Flair walk.
Bro, yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is crazy. And I looked at the guy over at the counter, and he
Yeah.
was staring at me and like the couple of guys that I was with, and I was like, I don't know if this guy knows that I'm high, or maybe he just like looking at me, making sure I'm not stealing shit, or he's calling the cops right now. Fuck, I didn't know this at the time, but it's not illegal to be high on mushrooms. You just can't possess them.
Yeah.
So just like weed, you can't unless you're driving or something,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like starting to bug out a little bit, And then we went down this little alleyway down towards the main road. We went from there down this alleyway, and like it got really dark, so it felt like it was like crushing down on us. And then I popped through the other side where there's light, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's like I'm alive!" And then we get down to the other road, and then we walk down towards like the junior high, and I don't know why, but have you guys ever seen like a cardboard cutout of like a character, like cartoon character, and it like peaked like this?
Yeah.
It did. So it was that. It was a bush, and there was a police car, like almost like cartoonish, poking its head out of this fucking bush. And a couple of my friends were already past that bush, so I thought they were like trying to set me up somehow. So I started tripping fucking balls, bro. And they convinced me. They had to convince me and grab me and basically drag me past that bush because I was like, "There's a cop car right there, bro. You guys are trying to arrest me."
Yeah.
Finally get through, get to the junior high parking lot, and we're trying to walk back to Stefan's house to go, crash and just chill there. And I get through that grass, and the grass is like maybe this tall. It grew up to my waist.
What the fuck?
And I'm sitting there hatching it with my freaking hand, bro, going like this, back and forth, trying to hatch it, walk through this field. If you're a driver passing by, I probably look like, I was stomping and shit, trying to walk through. And I don't know what my friends were doing. I wasn't paying attention to them. I thought I was going crazy. Finally got up to the other road and head back towards his house, and I was trying to cross the main road, which is a 4-lane, and I swear every time I tried to cross the road, the cars were like driving towards me to hit me. So I couldn't cross the road. But here's the thing. I'm standing in the middle of the street. Of course, they're driving towards me to hit me, but I'm thinking that they're swerving out of their way to hit me. So I could not leave this little parking lot that is still there, but it's changed now.
Yeah.
And so I was trying my hardest to get across, and they left me. So I was there by myself, tripping balls at like
gotta be the worst,
1 in the morning. Because they tried for like half an hour to get me across, and I would not. I was just stuck. So I'm sitting there, and I saw like the old timey cartoons where they have like the mafia has like the guns sticking out of the windows and they're shooting and there's like clouds and stuff. I swear I saw those. Not cartoon, but they were like realistic. But they were driving by.
Yeah.
Come to find out, that same night there was people driving around Sela shooting paintballs at people.
Oh,
so just imagine if I had gotten hit with like a pink paintball or a green paintball. I look down and I'm bleeding out green or something. Dude. I would have been like, I'm a fucking alien, dude.
That's wild.
So I did that, and then finally a cop showed up.
Yeah.
A cop drives by, sees me, comes over, and come to find out that he is one of the guys I went to school with, his dad.
Oh shit.
And then the other guy that was with him was one of the guys I went to school with, his brother, who had been to a party with before, years before he was a cop. So I was like, oh shit,
dude.
So I told them who I was, and they knew exactly who I was. So they called my mom. My mom lived out in Glebe off of Old Natchez Highway.
Okay.
Was that Pleasant Valley Road?
Yeah.
Okay. So my mom lived way out there, and she had to drive all the way to Sela at like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh shit.
She had to work the next day. Come pick my ass up, drive me all the way back home, and I got in my room, and I had like kind of like this, like pictures and shit all over the wall, and I'm sitting there trying to sleep, and they're all like talking to me,
like moving and talking.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I eventually fell asleep to what movie? Coach Carter.
Coach Carter.
I don't. Yeah,
Oh,
and then my
dude.
friends called me the next day. Dude, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm at home, and I'm fucking grounded for like a year.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Your mom was she was pretty pissed or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
knew you
livid,
Did she
bro.
know you were on shrooms?
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah.
She knew.
Damn, dude. That's
Well, they told me because they asked me. They're like, "What are you on?" You know, because they wanted to make sure like they didn't have to like do any type of medical shit on me. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I just took shrooms," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Well, while my mom was on her way to come pick me up, they had me in the back of the cop car.
Yeah.
And I was like, the guy that I went to school with, his brother, he was like eating chips, and I was like, bro, can I have one? So he like passed me some chips. And then I asked him if they had any like the cop stickers that they give little kids, and he went to the back and got me a cop sticker. Dude. So I had it on my shoulder when I woke up the next day.
That's fucking funny.
I kept that sticker for like a year before I ended up, I fell off and ended up tossing it. But, yeah, that's the craziest shroom story I've ever had.
Yeah.
See, I've never fun stuff, man. Like if you do it. If you end up doing it, do it someplace safe. Don't walk around town. Yeah. Do it someplace safe and with people that you trust, and make sure at least one person's sober.
Yeah.
So that they can like try and calm you down.
Yeah. Trip sitter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I've most I've ever done was weed, bro. But like I had to stop doing it. I just get paranoid and shit. But I don't know, dude. I smoked one time with my buddy Connor at his house in high school. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck I smoked. He said it was weed, dude, but I smoked it and I was like seeing myself in third person. It was the weirdest fucking thing. Like I thought it was laced after like, a couple weeks. I was like, there's no way that was fucking weed.
It's either laced or you thought it was weed and it was salvia.
I've done
that before.
Yeah.
I've done salvia before and tripped out.
That shit's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Fucks you up.
Yeah, dude.
I got a fun salvia story too.
Oh yeah. No, dude, but I was like seeing shit. I kept thinking cop sirens, or I was hearing them and shit. I was like, dude, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go home. He was like scared to take me all the way home because if I walked in the house and my mom was there, then she'd be fucking pissed, dude.
Yeah.
So he drops me off at the end of the road. It's pitch black, and I'm like sprinting like the Get Out movie, like the fucking dude that's just sprinting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I get inside and I'm like tripping out because it's like 2 a.m. and for some reason my mom's still upstairs, fucking awake. So I had to go straight downstairs, dude. I was dying.
Oh,
like
man.
Mouth dry as shit, no water down there. Just had to power through it, dude.
You're just sitting there
start seeing shit in the dark,
suffering.
Tripping. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like weed.
No,
bro.
dude, it was crazy.
I've smoked plenty of weed back in the day, and I've never had anything trip like that. Like it was, it could have been laced.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, dude.
Especially if you buy it from
wild.
someone you don't know.
Yeah,
that's one thing that's good, I guess, about like the stuff that they sell in the store.
Yeah,
now that you know what it is.
Yeah, you know where it comes from.
You don't buy it from like some random dude, which I have before, and it's been either really good or real shit.
Yeah.
When swag was a thing, when fucking swag, when you buy like $10 a gram, and it was just full of dirt and sticks and just seeds and gross, but like you're like, it gets me high.
Yeah. You're like, fuck.
But then you have a headache afterwards. This is shit weed.
Yeah. For sure.
Do you ever do anything?
I smoked a little bit, but not like crazy amount. Nothing. I don't really have any I never really like tripped that bad. Mm-hmm. But I do kind of have a story about like almost getting caught smoking. Like when we're in high school. Yeah. Me and my friend Gage, we went over to Seaside, and some of our other friends were there just hanging out on the beach having a little fire. And this is probably like 8 o'clock at night. His parents are sitting there watching TV. We're like, well, we're going to go hang out with our friends on the beach. So we go down there sitting around the fire, and they like have a dab pen. Yeah. And have you ever heard of like the game baseball? Like you like either hit a joint or a dab pen, you pass it around and you have to hold it in until it gets back to you.
I've played that game, but we didn't call it baseball, call it something else. But yeah, we've done that. It's hard.
Yeah. So we're sitting there like doing that. Then I don't know why we stopped, but probably too high, obviously. Yeah. So we're just sitting there hanging out, and it's probably like 1, 2, maybe 3 in the morning, and I'm like looking up at the hotel because I can see where it is from like where we were sitting. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, we're probably fine to go back. I don't see a light on. There's lights around it. I know exactly where it's at. No, nobody's awake. So we start heading back, and both of his parents are sitting up watching TV. As soon as we like get in there, we're like, oh fuck. And like I'm trying to just like be so quiet, like not drop anything. I like take my stuff out of my pockets because like my pants had sand on them, so I like set it on this shelf and immediately drop my phone. I'm like, oh fuck.
You're thinking too much about it.
Yeah.
Overthinking it.
So I go in the bathroom, I like wash my face, wash my hands off, and then we go sit on the couch, and I'm like, please don't do anything to get us in trouble. Please don't do anything to get us in trouble. And I'm just sitting there. We're watching. I don't even know what movie we're watching. But he just starts like eating Ritz, and he's just I'm like, dude, shut up. And then he like drops the Ritz, grabs a bag of chips, and the same thing. Just, I'm like, dude. And then they finally go to bed, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then for some reason, they were like bacon Ritz, and I was putting gummy worms on them, and I thought it was the best thing ever. I thought it was the best. It was sour gummy worms. I thought it was the
sour
best
gummy
thing
worms
ever.
and bacon Ritz.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try that shit out.
I woke up the next day, tried it, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. Yeah. It was horrible.
Something about when you smoke weed or something, or like even when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Everything
like,
just tastes
it's
better.
like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah.
It could be like 2-week-old pizza, and you're just like, this is great.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ugh.
We were smoking in a camper one time. My buddy was eating a literal bowl of Cheerios with milk. No, it was fucking water. Cheerios and water, and he's eating it with a butter knife. One Cheerio at a time, dude.
Hey, man, when there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. Obviously, I would have just like dipped the bowl back and ate something like that. But I mean, hey, he's testing his dexterity, I guess, or something.
Testing his patience.
Fuck, dude.
No, yeah. I got another story though about. I've been caught. Okay, smoking weed. I've been caught probably the first 4 times I smoked, and it was. That's another reason, dude. It just got me so paranoid all the time because of that.
Yeah.
But the second time I got caught, I was smoking with my cousin. We went over to like this, it's like out in Yakima. I don't know. It's some kind of park or whatever. So me and him show up, and then we meet his buddies there, and they're bringing weed or whatever.
Yeah.
They literally pack the bowl, and then as soon as they start to light it or whatever, fucking cop just swerves into the fucking parking lot. He's like, they fucking like grab the bag of weed, throw it in the bushes, jump this fence. I was like the only white dude there. I couldn't jump the fucking fence, so I was like, "Fuck, I'm fucked, dude." So I walked back, had to talk to the cop, acted like I was there, all cool or whatever. They were all taken off. I was like, "Fuck." So I went back to my cousin's house trying to find them. Get back there, everybody's all separated. It's just my cousin there. He's like, "Hey, I still got some weed, man. You want to smoke?" I was like, "I guess." Like, we just like almost got caught right there.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right, yeah." So we go out to the garage for some reason. That's like his bedroom was in the garage, so we were gonna blow it out the window. Anyways, he fucking hands me a potato that's like, it looked like a fucking rotten potato, like but he like carved a bowl out of it. I was like, okay, take a hit out of it, dude. We were blowing it out the fucking window of the garage. Like probably 5 minutes later, we hear stomping upstairs, and it was my aunt, dude. She wakes up, fucking freaking out, like, what is that smell? Like, what the fuck is going on downstairs? Comes downstairs, freaks out, grabs the weed or whatever, bag of weed on the table, dumps it down the toilet, starts yelling at us, like while we're sitting on the couch or whatever, just fucking screaming at us, saying, I don't want that shit in my house. All my little cousins are upstairs, so it's just me and my cousin the same age as me. Starts yelling at us, I don't want this fucking shit in my house. Starts dumping it down the toilet, and we just started laughing, dude. We were looking at each other, laughing the whole time. Well, the next day, dude, we're like, how the fuck did she smell the weed upstairs or whatever? Like, we're thinking about that. And then so, like, we look out the window, and the fucking AC unit for her room is right above the window that we were blowing it out. So it was sucking it through the AC, blowing it into her room, dude. Yeah, that
she was getting like a contact high, bro.
Yeah, it like basically hotboxed the upstairs, dude.
She's like, why is there smoke coming in here? Why am I hungry all of a sudden? What the fuck? I just ate.
Yeah, dude. It was so stupid.
Oh, shit. That is fucking hilarious. Can you just imagine just chilling in your house, and then all of a sudden you just notice someone. You're just like, why does it smell like weed?
Yeah.
Someone's blowing it right into your air conditioning unit.
Dude, it was so bad.
Should have told her it was a skunk.
Yeah,
yeah. There's a skunk out here. You should be thanking us. We scared it off.
No, dude, we were
sprayed before.
Yeah, there was no getting out of it, dude. We were so fucking high. Like our eyes were just puffed up, fucking red. Just like looking at each other, laughing while she's yelling at us. Like,
yeah, you get to that point where you just can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a serious shit, you just laughing your ass off.
Yeah, that shit was crazy though.
Fuck, I remember. It was more of it's a drunk story, actually, not a high story, but my wife went out of town with her dad one time, and I was with my sister and a couple friends, and we went to the pastime. It's a dumb story real quick, but we went there and we started drinking, and then this lady, I had my wedding ring on and everything.
Yeah.
And this lady came up drunk. She came up and she asked me if I wanted to dance, and I was like, no, it's okay. I'm good. And she's like, why don't you want to dance with me? I'm like, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, not much of a dancer. And if I do, I'm not going to dance with you.
Yeah.
I dance with my sister or my wife or someone, not you. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
And she was like, is it because I'm Mexican? And I'm like,
what?
No, I'm married happily.
Yeah.
I don't know you. I'm not drunk enough to dance with you. And then she asked the guy next to me, Eric, and he said no. And then she asked my buddy Vinny. She said no. And then, yeah. But my sister was out there dancing with somebody, one of her friends or something. And that girl came over, and my sister just ran over and like sat next to me. And was like, what's up? You know? Yeah. So she was like trying to like scare her off or whatever. But she was like asking everybody at the bar to dance. So anyways, we're drinking. We go outside, smoke a couple stogies or whatever, and then I'm drunk.
Yeah.
We have the camera out front so my wife can watch me come home or whatever, and I'm like trying to get in the door and everything. I finally get in.
Yeah.
And I'm drunk as fuck. I talked to her for a little bit. I tried to make mac and cheese, like Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That shit was the crunchiest mac and cheese I have ever fucking eaten. I didn't cook it long enough, bro. I cooked it for like 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's good enough. Yeah. Mixed all this shit, and I was like... But I ate the whole fucking thing, dude, because I was drunk. I was hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shit tasting good when you're fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, those stories are good times, man. They're just really good memories to have. Like,
for sure.
Not against anybody that hasn't done anything like that, because they have their own memories and shit. And I have memories of not being fucked up or whatever, but those are just some funny stories that I like.
Yeah,
I like hearing, and I like telling people, just because, like, fuck, man, like, well,
mean,
we all do dumb shit. We all had fun, you know. Like, I've been caught. My buddy Stefan and I, the guy from the Shroom Story, we got caught smoking weed at school.
Oh shit! See, I've never done that. I've never had the balls to do that shit.
Yeah, we did it at school. I used to do it at school all the time.
Yeah.
At lunch, Sela was a close campus, so we couldn't leave at lunchtime.
Yeah.
So I would leave, not off the campus, but go like over by the stadium. Mm-hmm. Still technically on campus, but we're not supposed to go over there. I would sneak over there, take a couple hits, and then come back and then have lunch or whatever. Then I got real ballsy. At that same door, there was a greenhouse. It was locked, but there was like a little, between the greenhouse and the actual building, there was like a little tiny alley that you could barely fit through.
Yeah.
And I would smoke right there, you know, just take a couple hits and then walk back inside. And I had like, there's a downspout that I would keep my pipe in, and I would just pick it up after school, you know, because no one's going to check in a downspout, you know. So I go over there, and my buddy Stefan was like, hey, bro, I want to get high. And I'm like, fucking me too. Let's go get high. You know, it's lunchtime. So we walk over there, and he's thinking we're going to go on this like 15-minute fucking adventure to find a spot where we're not going to be found. And I'm like, all right, cool. And here we are. He's like, we're going to smoke here? I'm like, yeah, bro, why not? Like, we're chilling. Like, I've smoked here for like 2 months, and I don't even see anybody out here. No one ever comes out here.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, man, whatever. So I take a hit, give him a hit, and as soon as he gets done inhaling and he passes me the pipe, teacher walks by.
Oh, fuck.
Never seen a teacher over there my entire fucking life. Teacher walks by, he's holding that hit, and he looks, hands me the pipe, and then just walks home. He literally just goes home.
Shit.
He walks home, bro. He does not even stay the rest of the day at school. He just went straight home. And he lived like probably like a 15-20 minute walk from school. So he just walked all the way there. And I'm sitting there stuck like with a pipe in my hand. And she's like, what are you guys doing back here? And he just dips out. And I'm like, nothing. She's like, why does it smell smoky? I'm like, oh, we were smoking a cigarette. She goes, oh my God, that's not a cigarette. That's marijuana. And I'm like, oh shit. And she's like, where's your stuff? And I was like, oh, we had a cigarette and we just tossed it, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I'm having a pipe in my hand, I'm like trying to hide it, put it up my sleeve. And she goes, well, if I ever catch, she's like, just remember, I'm the cool teacher. Because if I ever catch you guys back here again, you guys will get suspended.
Oh shit!
And then she goes, by the way, I know your mom, Mike. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady, dude? So she knows my mom. She knows me by name. I've never seen this lady before.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, oh shit. So to this day, I still don't know who she was.
But she let you off though.
She was a teacher. She was a teacher at high school, but there's so many people I don't even know who like all the teachers were. If I looked at a yearbook or something, I think I maybe point her out if she was in there. But
damn, dude, that's cool. Though,
so I technically got caught. Yeah. But I got away with it.
That's crazy.
We always had our regiment. We'd come in and smoke. We'd smoke, and then we'd come in to my buddy Weston, who might be on the podcast another day. We would smoke in an upper parking lot in his truck every morning, and never got caught.
Oh shit!
Like in the parking lot while people are walking by, and then hotboxing in the truck, and then we go in the side by the wood shop, and we go in that bathroom. He goes to the locker because it was right there, and he pulled out Febreze and gum. Febreze, not cologne, because cologne just adds to the scent. Febreze is a deodorizer. I was like, bro, you're smart as fuck. So I go in there, eye drops, wash your hands, wash your face, gum or whatever, and then like you were ghosted. You're ghosting, bro. You're high as fuck, and no one knew, unless you were like, or like, bro. Can I have a piece of your Pop-Tart, bro? It's like, bro, what the fuck? But I've done plenty of times.
Dude, that's funny.
Oh, man, good shit.
Yeah. Do you got any, so we used to work at Bimart or whatever. Do you got any crazy Bimart stories, bro?
Just about the crazy fucking people coming in, man.
Dude, some wild characters, man.
They're wild characters coming in there. Like, most of the people that came in there, at least, like, in my department, because I worked the gun department.
Yeah.
Most of them were pretty cool. But then you had, like, some of those just crazy, rednecky, just... Oh, I know exactly what I need. I need fucking 17 boxes a night. I could say 2.
Yeah.
And then they would get pissed off. They're like, well, if I go back out and come back in, I'm like, I've never seen you. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, I can hand you 30 boxes, but they'll only charge you for 2 up front. That wasn't my deal. I can't charge you back here. They have to charge you up front. Mm-hmm. And they would get pissed off at me for that. But I'm like, bro, it's company policy, dog. Yeah. I'm wearing blue. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
The guys up there wearing red, talk to them. But... other than that, I didn't really have anything else besides I did have an Asian guy come in and his wife. Super nice couple.
Yeah.
This is like when COVID started getting a little bit heavier and people were like doing the 6 feet away.
Yeah.
And wearing the masks, locking shit down, all that other stuff. And then there was like people like stealing and all that other shit because like, they had no money because they weren't working and all that other shit. And this guy comes in. And he wanted to look at a firearm. All right, cool. Which one are you looking at? He looks at a Springfield XD or something like that. Just a regular 9mm, 12 round capacity.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nothing crazy. So I was like, okay, cool. Rack it, make sure it's clear, and, pull out the mag and everything and send it down on the counter. And the guy picks it up with like his like the tips of his fingers, like this. Yeah. And he's just like inspecting it like it was like some ancient artifact. And he's just like looking at it, and his wife's looking at it, and he shows her, and they're looking at it, and he sets it down on the counter super nice, taps it, and goes, I'll take it. I was like, do you want to hold it? And he goes, what? And I was like, do you want to hold it like in your hand? And he goes, oh, I'm okay. And I'm like, all right, man.
That's fucking weird.
You got money? I don't give a fuck what you're going to do with it. But I'm sitting here thinking, like, someone like that is going to have a firearm.
Yeah.
Possibly out in public. And if he sees something go down, if he's got the balls to pull it out, he might not be able to shoot the right person if he needs to.
Yeah.
Or even know how to use it if it jams. Or if he's got that on safety and doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Nothing against him. And I hope that if he bought it, he went to like the range or something and did some like, gun training.
Learned how to
use it. Or at least know someone.
Scared to hold it or something?
I think so,
just,
man.
Scared of it? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, the guns there are meant to be held.
Yeah.
They're meant to be held. They're meant to touch. Most of them, we have ones in the back that haven't been touched by anybody because there are people that are like, oh, these ones have fingerprints on them. I'm like, oh, bro. Well, that's better. Because if you shoot someone, leave it there. It's got 16 different people's fingerprints. And you're like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't know if he was scared of touching it or if he just didn't want to like, smudge it up or something. I'm like, bro, it's fine. It's a gun. It's supposed to get kind of dirty and smudgy. You can clean it.
Yeah.
You can clean it. So, but yeah, stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff similar, not quite that bad, but there was a lot of people that have never even held a firearm before buying guns during COVID. And that scared the shit out of me more than COVID itself. I wasn't scared of COVID at all. Because I knew all the bullshit that was going on. But the people that didn't have the know-how or even the knowledge of what that shit was.
Yeah.
And they're possibly walking around in public. And then if I get robbed or someone's hurting me and that guy pulls out a gun, like I'm just hoping that maybe that guy doesn't fucking kill me on accident.
Yeah.
So like obviously you're supposed to know like I don't know if you guys ever been hunting, but you're supposed to know what's beyond your target in case you miss.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking hit, someone down the way or someone's car or a house or something, 200 yards away. So, and a pistol doesn't have as much range, but it can still potentially go that far. So you're supposed to make sure. So if the guy's watching me get attacked and he pulls out his gun and fires and misses, he's going to potentially hit me and kill me. And the other guy goes, "Hey, thanks." Kills him and then robs them both, Yeah. And then we're both fucked. So, but yeah, when I leave my house, I always carry my pistol with me.
See, I need to get one, man.
You got to, bro.
Yeah, I don't got one yet. All the shit that's going on though, like where they're banning, magazines and stuff like that, like certain capacities.
Well, then I have a shield, and it's a 10 round. It's an 8 round and 10 round mag.
Oh, really?
So you can. Those are normal, Washington compliant, as long as it's not a threaded barrel.
For sure.
Pistol. It's slim. It's a single stack, so it's small. Fits in your waistband. So it's nice. And then my wife and I both got Ruger Max 9s now. They're double stacked. They're a little bit wider, but they're small. They're still a small capacity, but they're 12 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
So they're not as big as like a Glock that has like 17, 19, or 33 rounds. It's ridiculous. But it'll get the job done. So,
it only takes one. So.
Well, yeah, and I usually carry an extra mag on me, at least one.
Yeah.
So if I miss, because I can shoot a target stagnant that's sitting there, and me taking my time, I can shoot it easily. But when my adrenaline's pumping, person is possibly moving or shooting or trying to attack me, and I have my gun in my hand, bro, I may miss all 10 rounds or 18 rounds or whatever I'm carrying, So it's like, shit.
For sure.
And then I carry a knife as a backup, just in case shit gets real personal.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
But yeah, especially in Yakima, bro.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, luckily Sila's not as bad, and I know Natchez isn't as bad.
No.
I mean, you hear about things every once in a while, but it's usually like small domestic shit.
Yeah.
But it's not like, finding a dead body in the middle of a park kind of thing, like what they did in Natchez Ave like a few years back.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. It's crazy, bro. And then like with, minimum wage, or a lot of people are making not very much money. And like they're trying to figure out where the next meal's coming from. They got a wife and kids and all that stuff to take care of. Not everybody's working because it costs as much to have a babysitter as it does to have a job. It's like, well, fuck, dude. One person's working just to have someone else watch the kids. You might as well just stay home and watch the kids. It doesn't make any sense. But then you can't do it because that person, the mom or the dad or whoever's working, is making $20 an hour, which seems like a lot 10 years ago. Or even 5 years ago, but it's not worth shit nowadays.
Yeah.
I make about right under $24, and 5 years ago I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
When I was working at Bimart, I was like, fuck yeah, $24 would be dope. I was making like 16.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's just the economy is just shit right now. It's just all the stuff that's going on.
And we could put blame on this, that, or something else, but it's all by design.
Yeah.
They're doing it by design.
For sure.
So it's just one of those things that's just really shitty kind of deal. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm hoping and praying that something will change, and if it does, for the better. Because if something happened to me tomorrow, I don't want my kids to have to grow up like in the way the world is right now. It's so fucked. It's shitty.
Yeah.
People don't know who the hell they are. And they're forcing their opinions on other people. They're pushing out facts and like, hey, bro, I don't give a shit if this happened. I feel like this happened. It's like, well, I don't care what you feel like, but that's now fact.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. So I actually went into Bimart the other day.
Really?
Yeah. I saw Jerry.
Dude, you need to get him on the pod.
Jerry? Oh my God, dude. Jerry is I love that guy. He'll
awesome.
talk though.
Nicest dude, but yeah.
He'll talk your ear off for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like I am.
No, dude,
but his stories are way different. I mean, he's older. He's an old dude, but he's got some experience.
For sure. I think he used to be in the military or something. He was telling me some shit about that.
He used to be military, and then he does a bunch of odd jobs on the side for like a bunch of different random people, and he's always talking about like, oh, this lady invited me over for dinner. And I'm like, bro, dude, just go hit it, Jerry. Like, you ain't married anymore. Like, your wife, unfortunately his wife passed away, but I'm like, bro, go get some strange, dog. You ain't got much years left. You might as well go. Go for it. What's going to happen? You got to hang out with this girl for 2 more years, and then she goes, or you go. Fuck it, dude. Not that I hope that any of them go that soon, but like, fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
You never know when it's your time. Have fun, Jerry. And then I saw Barb. I like Barb. Barb was cool. I go see her every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then I went to go see Laro, but Laro don't work. He works there every once in a while, but he works.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
He works down at the
restaurant,
the
place?
burger place down here now, or the burger pizza, whatever.
It's like the sports bar or whatever.
Yeah, the sports bar.
Yeah.
He's one of the cooks in there, so he works there most of the time, and then he works part time at Bi-Mart, and he doesn't even work at Sporting Goods anymore. He works all over the place. So,
Yeah.
So what have you been doing for work lately?
I work at Laredo right now. I'm getting ready to move to Tri-Cities though in like a month.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, to play some football. But
fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm working at Laredo part time, so that I could like work out and do the school stuff.
Save up some money. And
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do. There's a lot of crazy fuckers that come through there.
Ain't no shame, bro. As long as you got a job, there ain't no fucking shame. I don't give a shit what it is. People are like, "Oh, you work there, work there." Fuck you, bro. I'm making money.
Yeah, and the tips are nice though, dude. Like you'd be surprised. Like,
and the food's pretty decent. I mean, you're probably tired of it because you're around it all the time.
Yeah, no, that place gets like. If you ever go out there, I don't know if you've been out there before. But yeah, get a bacon ranger, dude, and get an ice cream cone. The fucking cones are huge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I used to work out part time at the post office out in Etchies.
Oh, really?
So I would drive by it all the time, and we would service like the gas or the. Well, we serviced everybody that had mail, but we would take packages and stuff to like the grocery store, like right next to the Laredo, and then like that place that's like the lumber or they build. Like
yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the wooden
wood place. Yeah,
like
the
that furniture
place.
and stuff. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool, man, being post office because like you want two things is you meet some cool people because there's people that like stay home and you meet some cool people, but not only that, but kind of weird, but you get to know a lot about people just looking at their mail. Like I'm not sitting there like I'm not thumbing through their mail. Like I am to make sure I'm getting to the right shit, but then you'll see like the first one and it's like you see it like a collection agency or you see like retirement funds or anything, all these other things, and you kind of learn a little bit about those people after you do it for so long.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, on once a month this guy gets this. I'm assuming it's some type of check or a bill or something, And so it was cool. And then you see who owes or who orders a fuck ton of packages. Yeah, because it's the same people every single day. You dropping off something to something that, and I'm like, dude, how do you have all this money? What do you do? Like you get packages from Amazon every day, 6 days out of the week.
Yeah, dude.
What the hell you guys do for money?
Crazy, yeah.
I feel like that sometimes though, because like but it's like I order like 5 things at once and they ship them all at different times. So my poor guy out here, he's delivering shit, 5 days a week, and I'm like, they could have just sent it all at once. Yeah. If they wanted to, but they don't. I mean, you can, but it's like I never click that button. I just go, okay, buy, order, place order, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the poor guy's doing 5 packages for it's just silly, but.
Are you still doing like the shoe thing, like the customizing?
I haven't in a while. I haven't in a long time. I mean, I have some shoes and stuff that I've made that I'm working on, but I haven't done any like paint or any of that stuff in a while. If you look,
oh shit! So you got the whole setup.
Fuck ton of paint. I got the sewing machine right here for like the leather. So I've been doing that. A little bit, but I haven't done anything in a long time just because like I've been busy with work, and then I get 3 days off, but the one day I have off on Wednesdays, I'm taking care of my kids all day, and then when my wife gets off, she wants to hang out, and then when I get off work, I'm either tired because I do 10-hour days, especially this time of year, it's hot. Yeah. And then I don't really want to do anything. And then on the weekends, I'm trying to hang out with my family or do stuff. I want to go, hang out with my friends or play golf or do this shit or like just last weekend we on Sunday we went to like the farmers market on Sunday, and Saturday we did stuff with the kids. So it's like you try to make room for all these hobby shit, and then it's just time gets away from you, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Are you pretty good at golf?
No.
Yeah.
I've been golfing for a few years and I'm still trash because I only go like a few times a year.
Yeah, that's how I am.
I can't go as often as I want to. I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but I like playing with people.
Yeah.
It's more fun with a couple people, even if they're not good or even if they're better, whatever. But if I'm just going with solo, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, we got to go sometime, though.
Dude, let's go. Pretty much any weekend I'm open. And then after, not this time of the year.
Yeah.
After 4 o'clock, it's like 100 degrees out.
Yeah.
But like on the weekend, like it was like 2 weekends ago, I went to Fisher at like 8 in the
Okay.
morning and just played 9 real quick with a couple buddies.
Is that like your main spot right there?
No, I used to go to River Ridge all the time.
That's right.
But it kind of went downhill a little bit in the past couple years. So I've been going to, I did go to Fisher once. I've been going to Westwood.
Okay.
They're renovating the course and stuff, so it's kind of fucked up with construction right now.
They're gonna have a badass driving range.
That driving range is gonna be two levels. They're gonna have a clubhouse and all that stuff, but right now they're still under construction, and it's probably gonna be another year before all that's done. So, and they're still charging like full prices for a course and everything. And it's like you guys should like at least give a little bit of a discount since we gotta play around your cones and shit. And then if I'm going with a couple of other buddies, like I go with my friend Aaron every once in a while, and a couple other people, we went to Suntides.
Yeah.
Suntides I like. It's a fun course. It's a long course. It's a longer course, especially with how I play. It's a little longer. But some of those guys there are fucking assholes.
Yeah, dude. Some people take it way too serious.
It's like, bro, you're out playing golf. You're not working. You're not doing chores. Your wife's nowhere around. Chill the fuck out. Like, what are you in such a hurry to go back and do? Like, just go have fun. You hit a ball over there, get pissed off, sure, whatever. I do too, but at least I'm having fun. Yeah. But I'm trying to better myself. I get it that the guy in front of you is taking forever. Sorry, we have 4 and you have 2 or 1. Of course, you're going to play faster than us.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, usually I let someone go. I usually let them through. Mm-hmm. So it's not as bad. And I really haven't had much run-in with anybody at any golf courses, but I've heard stories.
Yeah, no, me and Traden, dude, we were golfing or whatever with a couple other people, but we're playing best ball, so you hit from the same spot every time.
Yeah.
He was in my golf cart, too. Anyways, he was using some of my clubs. He had his own clubs, but not like a bunch of them. He just had a little bit clubs, so he didn't have every club. But, some fucking random guy, he didn't even work there, comes up to us. He's like, you can't share clubs or whatever. He's like yelling at us, like, you can't share clubs. What are you guys doing? I'm like, dude, we're playing best ball. We've hit from the same spot every time.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't matter really. And then the dude was like a male Karen dude, just goes back and like tells on us and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
It's just like people like that, bro. Like, they kind of ruin it.
It's technically to like I think for certain golf courses there are some rules that you're not supposed to share clubs.
Yeah.
But the thing is like if I bring a guy that's never golfed before.
Yeah.
And doesn't intend on possibly even golfing again, and he wants to go try it out with me, I'm gonna let him use my clubs.
Yeah, see,
I don't have another set of clubs to let him use, and I'm not gonna have him pay the clubhouse to rent clubs that he's not even gonna use because they're not even his size or whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna let him use mine, and if someone's got an issue with it, well, fuck you, dude. Like, grow up.
Yeah,
like,
well,
it's a game. It's a game.
Yeah.
It's literally
and that's the thing, though, is like he had his own clubs, but he just didn't have every set. So that's why I thought it was weird. I was like, what the fuck? He's just using like...
Well, if you guys were doing like normal golf and you're driving back and forth, and taking, 30 minutes a hole.
Yeah, that would
make more sense. But you're playing best ball. You're playing scramble. Yeah. You're hitting from the same spot. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So why is it? It doesn't make that big of a deal.
I don't get
and technically, I think... When I was at Westwood, I think it's 11 or 12 minutes per hole you're allotted, like on like the PGA like timeline.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not taking like 15 minutes at a hole, like no one really can say anything to you. Like even the marshals, like obviously they'll be like, "Hey man, you guys gotta hurry up." They might say something, especially if they notice you're taking a long time at every hole.
Yeah.
But you just gotta say, "Hey man, I'm with a newbie. I'm with a beginner. He's learning how to golf," and most of them are pretty chill. But some of those guys, they forget that they started somewhere too.
Yeah.
They were hitting balls in the fucking swamp too at one point. Like, grow up. Get over it.
We gotta have like a little Weimar reunion type thing going, like some kind of tournament for golf, dude. Like you and Laro versus me and Traden or something.
Shit, Laro. I can't get a hold of that Laro kid if I try.
So when was the last time you talked to him?
I talk to him every once in a while. Like if I run into Bimart,
Yeah.
I don't try to, but I don't like going to 5th.
Yeah.
I go to the one on 40th. If I go in there and he's in there, I'll talk to him. I do talk to him every once in a while, like Snapchat or like text.
Yeah.
When
you guys don't go fishing or nothing?
When he texts me back. No.
Yeah, I've been fishing with him a few times.
Yeah, I need to. I don't really fish that much.
Yeah. Oh, you don't fish?
I never really got into it when I was younger. We
Yeah.
never really did much fishing. And then as I got older, I'm getting a little more into it, but I haven't bought all the stuff to go fishing. I have a small tackle box with some stuff. I don't even have my own rod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been using my father-in-law's when we go. But we just go up to like Tim's Pond and stuff and just have some fun.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I don't care if I catch anything, and if I do, I don't plan on keeping one of the small little trout or whatever. I just throw it back. But I'm not like into it like rent a charter boat with a couple guys and go out and go fucking tuna fishing or salmon fishing for hours on end.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like fun, but
you go hunting and stuff, right?
Yeah. Deer hunting, and then we're gonna try dove I think this year, and then we do like waterfowl usually, like ducks and geese. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's fun. My buddy, I guess he's technically like my brother-in-law. Brandon, he got me into it a few years ago. He was like, "Hey, you want to go with me?" I was like, "I don't know, man." And then my wife was like, "Go." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I went with him, and we had a duck come in, and I shot it and just fucking folded it. And I went out there and I picked it up, and it was like dead, and my hand was just like shaking from adrenaline. I was like, "This is hot. This is awesome," So it's like that little high that you get, that little adrenaline high, and then you just keep trying to go for it.
Yeah.
Same thing with like gambling or anything else. You get that small jackpot. You're like, "Oh yeah, let's keep going." And then you lose all your money or whatever. Same thing with duck hunting. If you're out there and fucking. $25 for 25 shells, like $1 a shell. And you're like, boom, 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 boom. You're like, oh fuck. Well, I didn't get anything, and there's $4.
Yeah.
Or like you take 2 ducks home and you shot 2 boxes. You're like, well, these are $25 ducks, or a goose. So, but people pay $400 to $600 to go goose hunting, guided goose hunting. And it's like, well, shit, dude. You got to think. He limits 4 geese in at least Washington State. It's $100 a goose. It's expensive as goose.
Damn, yeah.
So, but it's nicer if you can get like the 2 or 3 day ones, and then you usually get more. And if you go in like a group, then But it's just more for like the experience.
For sure.
You go to places and the sky is all black, and then you start shooting, and you see like little holes coming through, and then you're like, it's just geese falling.
Yeah.
Things are like bowling balls falling out of the sky. They'll fucking kill you.
Those things are big, dude.
They're huge, dog. They're heavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're all red meat too. A lot of people
really?
don't know that they're red meat. So ducks and geese are red meat, so you can cook them like a steak.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Ducks. I've never heard about geese though.
Yeah. So a goose is basically like, if you tear it apart and everything and you harvest it, it's essentially just a big duck.
Just a big duck.
Yeah. But their breasts are like
just huge.
They're huge.
Yeah.
Unless you get a lesser, but you get the bigger ones, and they're just
a lot of meat. Yeah.
Yeah. You make a lot of people will crock pot. And it's like a pot roast type thing with it, because like I said, it's red meat, so you can do it. Anything that you can do with red meat, essentially, you can do with those. So a lot of people cook them like steaks, or do pot roasts, or make jerky.
Yeah,
a lot of people make jerky or pepperoni sticks with them, and they mix them with either beef or pork.
Yeah,
so.
No, that shit's pretty good. I've had some duck before. I don't really go hunting though. I've been hunting a few times. I used to go when I was younger, but not anymore. I need to get back into it. Yeah, it's just nice to.
You ever been hunting at all?
Only like once, and I was like 7.
Squirrels or what?
No, fucking. My dad took me, and I just remember like waking up and seeing the deer hanging, and I'm just like, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Fell asleep in the blind. Yeah. I didn't really ever go hunting when I was a kid. I mean, we used to have like a BB gun, pellet gun type thing at my grandma's house, and shot some birds out back, but never actual hunting.
Yeah,
so it's fun. One thing I want to do is coyote hunt. I haven't done that yet.
I've been coyote hunting before. It's pretty fun. I mean, we only seen one coyote the whole time though, but I mean, it was cool getting out there.
It's fun just to go out.
Yeah, it was chasing an elk in like in the middle of the field though. It was pretty badass.
Yeah. Was it during the day?
Yeah, it was in the middle of the day,
shit.
dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, early morning.
Yeah,
Not like but like you could see it chasing a big ass elk just through this freaking field.
Damn.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun to shoot those. There's a couple guys around here that pay you. To shoot them.
Those things are menaces.
You just drop off the pelts and they just pay you. Send you a check. And it's like I think they might like do something with the fur. I'm assuming, and
Yeah.
possibly the meat. I've heard of people eat coyote.
Yeah.
I don't. I would never want to eat a coyote.
It's like eating a dog.
I heard the backstrap's not terrible, but that's pretty much the only thing you eat.
Yeah.
Because they eat dead shit. Like they eat rotten carcasses on the side of the road. Or they'll eat like smaller, like bunnies and mice and shit like that. But most of the time they're eating like, hey, look, a dead deer. And it's bloated and about to explode. Let's eat it. You know,
eating whatever.
And it's just all poop. It's like eating a crow.
Yeah, it's like
like a vulture or something.
Fucking rat.
They eat shit all day, and then you got to think like you're eating that shit that they're eating.
Yeah,
because that's where all the nutrients and shit in their body's coming from. Mm-hmm. So it's just disgusting. So, but anyways, hunting's fun. But I think golfing would be cool, dude.
Yeah, we should go sometime.
Have you guys floated the river anytime lately?
Not lately. A few years ago. That's the last time I went.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
We were coming through the canyon the other day and saw so many people and I was like, bro, that sounds like fun. So I want to go soon.
Yeah,
I haven't
dude,
been in
it's
years.
hot as hell. It should be a perfect time to go.
Yeah, when it's 100 degrees out.
Yeah.
Because you just basically hang off the side and just hang out in the fucking river
dude.
water. It's all cold. It feels so good.
You don't drink anymore?
It's been about 2 years. 2 years
really?
now. Yeah.
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 I just say have a few beers on the river, but fuck.
Oh, I can be the sober driver.
Shit, I used to. Didn't you used to make that? What was it? Apple cider stuff.
The moonshine.
Yeah, that stuff was fire.
It's so funny because I was just talking to my coworker about it today. We were talking about like I can't remember how it came up, but I was talking about like how I make moonshine every year for like Christmas time, and this year I sold a bunch of it.
And you couldn't have any.
Oh, I didn't. I couldn't have any. I drank it like before I mixed it with all the alcohol and shit. So I was like, "Oh, this is good." Put all the alcohol in. I was like, "I need someone to try it."
Well, you're still making it though.
Yeah, I still make it. Yeah, just because like it's almost like expected now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Fuck." But all my friends were like, "Bro, you should just sell this."
Yeah.
So I made like little labels and
cool.
bottles and put corks in them and put the little foil on top and it said Mikey's Moonshine on it with like an apple and everything.
That's cool, dude. I gotta get some of that this year whenever you start making it.
Yeah, I was supposed to make, and I ended up not doing it because I've never done it before. Was like a lemonade moonshine.
Oh, really?
For like summer. I think that'll be like a next year's experiment.
Yeah.
And if I do it, it might be a little later this year. But it's getting to be fall.
Yeah.
Before I start doing it. So I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know. So I might just do that and then the apple pie this year, and then maybe like next spring start experimenting with it, just because like time got away from me. I was going to try and start some stuff in May, so hopefully by June or July I'd have it ready.
I'll buy some off you whenever you make it, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, I was going to do lemonade moonshine and then like a lavender lemonade moonshine. So I got like actual French lavender to like soak it in and let it like kind of percolate or whatever, like a tea almost. But never got around to it. So one of these days,
for sure,
it'd be cool to do that for a living.
Yeah,
making shit like that. But then you got to go through all the loopholes to the system.
Yeah,
I've never sold alcohol before.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
But if I did, that's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was cool. I mean, at first it kind of started as an experiment because I wanted to try it myself because I've had it at different people's like houses and like Christmas parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, how do they make it? So I researched some recipes and stuff and started making them and some trial and error. And this is when I was working at Ray's and Sela, and I would just give them to like my coworkers as like Christmas gifts. And that's kind of how it started. And then it switched over to Bimart, and then it switched over to when I was working at Helms, and now where I'm at now. And then it's just like, but I didn't give it to hardly anybody last year at my new job, just because like, not that I don't like anybody there. It was just like I was like fairly new. Like I was only 6 months in, and most of the time we're on our own. Like we're driving around by ourselves, maybe with someone else. So you don't really get to know a lot of people unless you hang out outside of work with them. Mm-hmm. And since I was fairly new, I mean, I have hung out a little bit with people. I didn't really know a lot of people. So I was like, I don't know who here drinks, doesn't drink, is cool, isn't cool. Because it's a corporation. I can't just start giving out liquor at work and people are like, hey, buddy, come in here and talk to HR real quick.
Yeah.
So it's like, but at my old jobs, they're like small businesses. They didn't give a fuck. And give it to the owners. And they were like, hell yeah, man. So, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be fun to do that again. And yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool.
Yeah. No, dude, but we got to get you on our other podcast sometime.
Yeah.
As a guest.
Plug your podcast real quick, bro.
Yeah. So we have another podcast or whatever. It's called The Bro Show. It's just me and a few friends, but yeah, we just bullshit or whatever. You know, it's a comedy one. There? Yeah, he's on a few of them. He comes whenever you want, like, you know.
Just whenever you're.
Yeah, whenever he's available.
Whenever you're like, fucking I'm bored, let's do this.
No, but yeah, me and him. He was with us when we did a live podcast at a concert.
Shit.
So we were supposed to interview. It was a disaster though, bro. We were supposed to interview the artist or whatever after they performed. There's a big ass crowd in front of us, but they put us off to the side, and it was all set up with this guy that was running it. He was telling us that we were supposed to have like our own room or whatever. It was inside this big venue. He says we're supposed to have our own room. They're supposed to go in there and we're interviewing them like one at a time.
Yeah.
But he fucking puts us like right on the side of the crowd. Big ass speaker right next to us, trying to talk the whole time, just vibrates the table.
You can't hear anything.
You can't hear shit, dude. So that was like lasted like probably 30 minutes, and then we're like, fuck this.
Yeah,
dude.
we can't do shit.
So we ended up leaving, but yeah, but yeah, whenever next time we have a pod or something like that, or in the next couple months or a couple weeks or whatever, when we get one going, we get you on.
Bro,
there.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you basically know my schedule.
Yeah, so I'll hit you up sometime.
But yeah, eventually I like to do this, maybe eventually live, but I like to get video in here eventually.
See, yeah.
Like I was telling you, I got those lights, but I would like to do like maybe like 3 cameras, like 3 different angles, not like zoomed in like on people's faces, but like kind of like, like right here would have like you two. Right there would have me, and then like right here would maybe have like an overview of everybody, so they can also see like stuff in the background or whatever. Because there's a lot of shit to look at in this room. Yeah. So I like to maybe get that going, and then, but like, dude, I've looked at, I've researched like cameras and stuff, and some of those cameras are like $700-800, and they only have a 30-minute video time. Yeah. So when you start getting into like the 2-hour or longer video time, you're talking thousands, and I'm like, shit. Yeah. And I do not have that right now. Yeah, I could sell some stuff and make that, but then I won't have my other stuff. Yeah, I don't want that. So, but I have one camera that is actually a friend of mine that she's let me borrow, and we both kind of forgot about it till I was cleaning out this room, and I was like, oh shit, I still have her camera. I recorded, and it's a 1080, so it's decent. Yeah, 1080 by 30 frames per second, so it's not the greatest, but it's not bad. But it's only like a 28-minute like record time. So I would only have one, and then I'd have to have someone in here with us. Yeah. Just hit the record button every like 25 minutes or whatever, just to, and then it would be like little skip.
Yeah, a little like
unless we like
cut-offs or whatever.
Oh, okay, stop. And then edit it all together or something. But that doesn't. It's for something like a live eventually. That wouldn't be able to work.
Yeah. We were thinking about like using like just our like phone cameras or something on a stand. I think that might work kind of decent. You just want to have as good as a quality or whatever, you know.
Well, some of the new cameras,
so they're
pretty nice. You know, some of them do like 4K.
Yeah,
now.
so
the newer iPhones,
yeah, we gotta start doing video.
The only thing that sucks though is you got to hook it up to something that like you can record a long time.
Yeah.
Because if not, because you're just gonna you're gonna run up your memory.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you only get, with 4K with decent, you're gonna get what, maybe an hour. Depends on how much space you have. Maybe less than that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the conversions and all that shit. But
that's like the way to go is the video it. Like I feel like if you want to promote it, you know what I'm saying? Like that's we want to get on TikTok and shit.
It's so hard to promote with no video.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm driving around all day, I listen to podcasts, but like especially like say Joe Rogan, for instance. Yeah. He has people on there and they're like, well, if you look here, no. I'm like, what are you guys looking at? So then I have to go back and watch it. Yeah. You know, and try and like where was that? So try and remember where it was. Timestamp it somehow, and remember, okay, it was about an hour and a half in. Oh, that's what he was talking about, So like, especially like the Terrence Howard one. I don't know if you guys listen to Terrence. Howard.
I haven't checked that out. I've just heard shit about it.
It's crazy. And then they just did Terrence Howard again with like a mathematician or physicist or something, and he was like fact checking him like on the spot. And I haven't finished that one, but it's pretty crazy, bro. Yeah. But like, he was talking about all this stuff, and I was like, what is he looking at? I don't know any of this shit. Yeah. And then I finally watched it. I rewatched it. Like, I re-listened to it, essentially, but with video this time on YouTube. And I was like, that's what he was talking. That is fucking crazy. And I'm like, man, I don't know. So I've been listening to other ones that don't have a lot of video. And if they do, they don't usually showcase a lot of like those guys are like evidence. Like, here's evidence of this, or here's a video of this, or here's pictures of this. And it's like, okay, cool. I can't see any of it, which sucks, but it's cool. Like, eventually. And like on this, if I decide to like say like, hey, you should check this out or whatever, I'll like maybe like post a picture and then post it like on. So like, hey, yeah. So hey, that thing that we were talking about, this is what it was. So like, if you're talking about like that flag, for instance, take a picture of it. Like, this is the flag we were talking about.
Yeah, see, that's what.
So, but people want to see it live while we're talking about it.
Yeah. And it's good for like just clips or whatever. If you want to post a clip to get people interested in it,
little clip, 10-second clip, 30-second clip, reels, YouTube reels.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, so, I don't know how many times I've listened to reels, and then I'm like, oh man, these guys are good. And then I listen to their podcast, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it.
It just pulls people in.
And some people are not that good. The reel's the best part, and then other ones like the whole podcast is great, and then that reel was just like a highlight.
Yeah.
So it really just depends. So eventually, I like to get to that point, but it's whatever it is right now.
Yeah.
You know, so right now I've had a lot of issue with. Commitment, people committing,
like to showing up to the pod, or
I've had that, and then I've also had people with like scheduling conflicts. You know, like they can only do it on Wednesdays. Well, Wednesdays I can't because I'm watching my kids, kind of thing, and I can't have my kids out here making noise because it picks up everything on these mics. So that's why my kids and my wife aren't here right now. They're gone.
Yeah.
So like, because my kid would be out there playing the piano, and you'd be able to hear it, you know, or they'd be upstairs stomping, you'd be able to hear it. So they're at her parents right now. So but eventually it'd be cool. But we could do like a collaboration or something.
Yeah,
with
I'm
like
down.
both of our podcasts.
You should.
And just do like I do an intro, you do an intro, and then we just kind of fucking merge them together, kind of thing. And then you post it on yours, I post it on mine, and then just link each other's shit and
let's do it.
Links into it. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
But one of these days, something like that would be dope. And then obviously I'm looking for, you know, if you guys have any leads on anybody that wants to bullshit, even if I don't know them, man. Like, I love just talking to people because like people are interesting, bro. That's why I started this, because like even though I know you and I don't really know you, like just talking to you guys already is just interesting as fuck, because I've learned stuff that I don't really know.
Well, we got a bunch of connections to like artists throughout the valley or whatever. So I mean, if you ever wanted to like, if you're like looking to like interview just random people or whatever, or just I could hook you up.
Well, that's like that's my slogan. That's basically my slogan is from local artists to business owners to 9-to-5ers.
For sure.
So like, if you're a local artist, it doesn't matter if you're music or drawing or painting or sculpting or whatever, or if you're a business owner. I have a couple friends who are business owners. One owns like a barbershop. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get him on eventually, and a couple other places. I like to get those guys
that'd be
on.
cool, yeah.
And then like, you're a 9-to-5er, I'm a 9-to-5er, you're a 9-to-5er. Like, bro, I mean, a lot of 9-to-5ers have cool stories, or they're super interesting people, man. Like,
for sure.
I like talking to just everybody. It's fun time, man. So I don't know.
No, I like what you got going on though, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
The setups, it's pretty good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, no, I like it.
It definitely isn't like top tier quality shit, but like it's good for now.
No, I think it's
if it picks up.
I mean, it's better than what we got, so we gotta keep up with you. I gotta get whatever. Yeah, I gotta get that.
The pod track.
So is that like the same app or whatever's name pod track too? Like, what do you connect it through on your computer?
So what that does is it downloads them all as MP4s.
Oh, really? Straight into that?
Yeah. So everything in there's SD card.
No way.
I put an SD card, 128 gigs, so I can get like I think 50 hours of recording time.
Oh shit.
And then what happens is as soon as I hit stop, it'll stop recording, and then I can take that SD card. I can hook it up this way to the cord, but I like doing the SD card just in case, and then put it in my computer, and then it gives us 5 tracks. It gives us one for each XLR output and input for mics, and then it gives me one for the actual pod track in case we do like any of the sounds or whatever. So like any of the sounds or adjusting or anything like that. And then I put it into Audacity just because it's one of the easiest ones and it's free. Yeah. So I do that, and then I do all the editing, and then I do the pre-roll, and then the roll after, the post-roll or whatever, like the outro. So that's how my first two were.
I didn't know that it was all just in that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because the first time I did it with my wife and I had just a USB splitter with just us two, and because these are XLR and USB mics, so I can do either one. And then I plugged it into there, and I had the splitter, and then I had to download 2 different apps on my computer to be able to record us, and then record them as 2 separate tracks. Because she was a little closer to the mic, like this, so she was talking a little louder, and I was back here a little bit, so it's a little quieter.
Yeah.
So it was so hard, our first trial, to get those balanced out without having to pay a program to do it for me. For sure. So I wanted to do it myself because I wanted to learn anyways. And we figured it out, and we did I think it's called OBS or OSS or something like that. And then we did Reaper. I think it was the program that we used. So it was kind of cool. And then I made it so you can listen to like Spotify and stuff through here. I can't do it this way. Yeah. But through there I could, so. And if I decide to go back to that, I can. I have the option now. But these mics came with both those and the USB. And they're $60.
That's a steal.
Which isn't bad. And they come with a little like tabletop stand, but those things are real flimsy. Yeah. And so I ended up getting these. This arm on Amazon was like $30, and then this little thing was like, I think 15. Mm-hmm. They had a sale on them. I think they're normally like 25. So it keeps it from sounding like if I shake it a little bit.
Yeah, you don't hear the rattling.
You don't hear the rattling because like in my second interview I had with my friend Colton, his mic stand got a little loose, so you can hear the rattling. I tried my best to edit most of it out, but you can still hear it a little bit. But I edited most of it out. But like for like 15 minutes, it was doing like like that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, this sucks." And I didn't notice until afterwards because I had shittier headphones than these, so I couldn't hear it that much. So I finally realized it, tightened it up so it wouldn't do that. But then I was like, "Fuck, I gotta edit this out." And being a newbie, I didn't know what to do, so I watched all these different videos, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense, and I figured it out, and I got most of it. And the only reason I did is because we had that, and I was able to get his track separate from mine. Because if not, then it would. Because I was talking while it was happening, and so and I was like, fuck, dude, that sucks. So
a lot of the audio stuff is like hard to learn at first because when we were starting music we used Audacity, and then like when we started getting better equipment, like I started using FL Studio.
Guy goes insane on
FL Studio.
So much
it's
stuff.
Expensive, but there's a lot of shit. And is it subscription now?
No.
We just I think you could do both ways. It's like a subscription, or you could pay like a big amount. I think we just split it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you just pay for the program?
Yeah. Like at first we paid, I think it was like $200. Yeah. And then like last year, the year before, they did this thing where it's like, oh, you can get everything on FL for another $100.
And you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you want to split this? Because then we can get everything. We don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. So for like $250. Yeah. I mean, even after tax, $300. That's $150 each, and you have everything that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. FL Studio I thought was kind of cool. So my wife's cousin Elias, he was kind of into music at the time, and I don't know, I haven't talked to that guy in forever. But my old laptop had FL Studio, like the trial on it, and I was fucking with that thing. I was like, bro, there's so much stuff on here. Like I don't know what any of this stuff is. I was making like just a very basic beat, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I was adding stuff, and I was like, this sounds like shit.
Dude, it gets complicated sometimes though.
It does, because they have like, you can change like the sounds, and you can make it echo, or you can make it flat, or you can add, and then
it's just so much shit.
Insane.
Yeah.
And then my oldest and I have been watching, you guys know what a Launchpad is?
Launchpad.
Novation makes a lot of launch pads, so they're like this big, and they have all the little buttons on them, and they can do different things.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
But a lot of guys like on YouTube, they'll have like a camera above, and they'll program it, and then they'll like play like a song with it, and they play like dubstep or like hip hop or whatever, and he goes do 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 do, or whatever. And my kiddo and I have been watching it because he's really into music, and he's like, Dad, can I get one? And I'm like, bro, I was like, I mean, I'm assuming they're expensive, but they're not that expensive. The cheapest one, like the minis, are like $400, and I was like, ugh. And then I went to this is when he was still doing guitar or a Guitar Center, the drums.
Yeah.
And I asked one of the workers back there, and I was like, "Hey, this Novation Mini Launchpad, do you need a program with that?" And he goes, "Yeah, you need a program like this, that, or like." And he said FL Studio, and I was like, "How much are those?" So he's like, "Well, there's the programs over there." And I looked, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, we're not getting one of those, not right now." Because if I did that, I'd have to have like a dedicated computer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd have to have just a computer for just that, because I don't want anything to mess it up. And then I'd have to get the launch pad, and then get the program, and it's just going to be expensive to get started. And I was like, okay, Xander, here's the thing. If you get a little older and you stick with the music stuff, maybe one of these days for your birthday or something, Dad will buy you like a launch pad, because they do have some basic stuff that comes with it. But if you want to do anything like extravagant, like change the colors of the buttons and make it do like a show and all that stuff, you have to have some type of programming. And I was like, I'm not going to spend all that. And then like a year later, you don't like music anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still fuck with it, but like I'm not musically talented like he is.
Yeah.
So he would be able to figure stuff out, and I'd be over here just doing like Mary Had a Little Lamb or some shit, like do 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 do, you know, because that's all I play on piano. I can play that, and like I can play like what's that like a Dr. Dre song, like the intro. Do 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 do. Yeah, I can do that. So, but that's about it. I can't do anything else. So, but he's a lot more talented than I am. He'll ask me like, "Hey, Dad, what's this song?" I'm like, "I have no idea." And he's like, "Well, I changed the pitch of it. This is the right chord." And he'll play the song. I'm like, "Oh, I know what that song is." And they're like, "Oh, this is what it is." And this is how I was playing it. I was like, "Bro, I don't know."
Damn,
like,
dude,
you're way smarter than I am. Like,
you might have like a musical genius, dude.
Well, even like when he was a little younger, he was playing like music and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But then his grandma bought him, but got that stand-up piano that we have out there from family friend or whatever. They're just getting rid of it, and it's a little out of tune. It's old. It's been beat up. Their kids and grandkids were beating on it, so it's kind of fucked up. But for the time being and for free, I ain't complaining. Yeah. Neither is he. He's having fun with it. So
that's cool.
He was playing it before you guys got here, like before he left. You know, so. But yeah, it's a fun deal, and I keep on telling him, Bubs, like, Bubs, whatever you want to do, man, like, Mom and Dad will support you as much as we can.
That's awesome. But
I really hope, like, if he decides to be a musician, like, he does well.
Yeah, go all in, dude.
Yeah, and then, like, who knows, man? I don't want to be like that parent, like, yeah, my parents, like, you know, my kid's rich and famous now, and I don't have to do anything the rest of my life. I want that for him, but I'm not doing it, like, for me. I'm doing it for him.
Yeah.
You know, so.
For sure.
Obviously, I'll probably reap some benefit from it. Yeah. But that's not the sole reason why we're doing it. We're doing it because it's something that he loves, he wants to do. And I don't think anybody pursuing their dreams is stupid.
No.
I don't think any of that. I think the people that are stupid are the ones that forgot about their dreams and aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, like you guys are doing music, you know, I don't think that's dumb. I think that's cool as shit. Because you guys are a lot more talented than I am. People that do other shit like art, even though it may never sell, who cares, man? You're pursuing your dream. You're having fun with it. Fucking do it.
See, yeah, that's my thing. Like, you just gotta do it, bro, because you don't have any regrets. You know, like looking back, like I feel like you gotta go all in, or you know, you're gonna look back and just say, "Fuck."
You're gonna be like 70 years old and like, "Fuck, dude, I probably should have done that while I still could."
Yeah.
Because now I'm old. I can't do this. I don't have the money, or like I have kids and grandkids now. That I got to. You know, it's just like, or health problems, or whatever it may be, or even like at 40, bro. Like I'm 30. I turned 36 at the end of the month, and I do have some regrets of stuff that I haven't done, but I'm overcoming those regrets with other things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not dwelling on them.
You know,
I'm like, whatever. I didn't get to do that, but now I'm doing this shit that I didn't think I was ever able to do or would do.
Yeah. And you also still have lots of time.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Dude, you're pretty good at this, though.
If I live to 70, I'm going to be like, hell yeah, dog.
Dude, yeah.
I keep on telling my wife I'm halfway through. My midlife crisis already at 35.
Shit, yeah. No, bro, but like, you got to keep doing this, man. You're pretty good at it.
I'm trying to. Like I said, the biggest thing is commitment, trying to get people to get on, because a lot of people don't want to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
And I get that. But they got to also think like they're not alone. I'm out here putting myself out here too.
For sure.
You know, and if it comes down to like certain things, like if we bring up something that's kind of personal or something that's you're sensitive about, or like if I ask you something you don't want to say something, I have no fucking problem changing the subject.
Yeah.
You know? Or even if you said like something and you're like, oh fuck, dude, I probably shouldn't have said that. I can edit that shit out, dude.
Yeah.
And your secret's safe with me. You know? So I don't give a shit, you know, whatever. But I get it. And then I do have like 2 or 3 people that want to. We just have been having schedule conflicts, and then they have this and I have that or whatever. So it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. Do you know like any of the local Sela artists like Leviticus, Coaster, all them?
Levi and Coaster?
Yeah, you should hit those guys up, man.
Yeah, Levi eventually will be on.
That's cool.
What's that? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler.
Eventually, me and Levi have talked,
Yeah.
and he's interested.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's a busy guy. He's doing music and he's got job and all that other shit. So he's a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. But he has shown interest. I've reached out to him. I've known him for quite a few years. So
yeah.
And then also Coaster. I've talked to him. He just had his kid. So, so he's been busy with that. Like he literally just had his kid like a week or 2 weeks ago or something. So he's super busy with that. Yeah. So I'm like he wants to do it, and I know he's doing his other shit too. Like he's got music and other stuff going on. So I was like, bro, if you get a chance, I'd love to just hang out with you for like an hour and a half, even 2 hours or whatever. Yeah. 15 minutes, dog. Just plug your thing that you're working on, and just bullshit with me for a few minutes, like because he's a new dad.
Yeah.
Like, talk to me about that. Like, what's that experience? Because it's different for everybody. I can tell everybody, like, my experience about being a new dad, but it might be different from yours or his or someone else's.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody experiences life different.
Yeah.
You know, so. And then Levi, I like to talk to him because he went from, like, rap to, like, a kind of country, and now he's, like rock.
Heavy metal,
yeah.
like rock, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a cool.
That's pretty interesting.
It's a cool experience, and I'd like to, like, learn, like, what made him, like, change and, like, what influences and what changed in his life that make him pursue those other styles.
Yeah.
Because I listened to some of his old music and then his country type music and then like his hard rock music, and I can hear influences from all of them that kind of go through like his country. He had a little hip hoppy twang in there.
Yeah.
And the hard rock, he still got some like that hip hop type of flow with like the lyrics and stuff, but it's more like you know, and I can't sing like that. I wish I could, because
he's got a cool thing going
that takes some talent, bro, to be able to like yell like that and sound good and not fuck your throat up.
Yeah.
You know, but he sent me a video of his studio the other day and I was like, bro, that's dope.
Like, I wonder if he records in Yakima. Like, he lives in Yakima, obviously, but
Yakima or Sela, I can't remember.
I wonder what studio he goes to, dude. I gotta find that out.
He's got his own.
Oh, he's got his own studio now?
Yeah, I don't know if he records. I know for a fact that he records in there, but I don't know if he does like his actual studio recording or if he just goes in there and like records some stuff and then like perfects it and then goes somewhere else and like a professional, or maybe he does it there. I don't know. He's got a pretty dope setup. He sent it to me on Snapchat, so I can't look it back up. But like he sent it to me on Snapchat. I was like, bro, where's that? He's like, oh, that's my shop. And I'm like, oh, dope, bro. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, and he's like, yeah, you should come check it out sometime. I'm like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Just give me time, bro. I'm down to come check it out, even for just like half an hour. Just come check it out and bullshit with you, and then try and make up maybe a plan to have him on. Or I don't mind bringing my shit somewhere. Yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but I will. Yeah. If like for some reason, like if I went to Coaster's house and he invited me over, and you know, his wife and kid, he don't want to leave his kids or whatever.
Yeah.
We could do it there.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is it's portable.
Yeah.
So I can record about an hour on 2 AA batteries on it.
That's badass.
But obviously it's plugged in, so I can record it because of my last podcast. I didn't have this plugged in, and about an hour and a half in, it shut off.
Damn.
So like you can hear about an hour and a half in, like technical difficulties. You know, so I learned from that mistake. Well, those are the mistakes you learn. You know, so. But yeah, it'd be cool to get some of those guys in, and then I have a friend who's fucking funny as shit. He cuts my hair, which I need to go see him again. His name's Fabian. He's funny as shit. Every time I go in there, dude, he always makes me laugh. And then he works in the same Barber Town in Yakima.
Yeah.
So Mike Parado, he was cutting my hair for a long time too,
really?
And he still cuts my hair too. It's just him or Fabian. If Mike's busy, then Fabian. If Fabian's busy, then Mike.
Yeah.
And he's a business owner, and I've known him for a long time, and I wanted like talk to him
cool
and like, hey man, are there like any hardships you went through and all this other shit? Like what made you decide to cut hair? Like, because like my brother, he went to school for instrumentation and went to school and worked, did the 2 years at Perry. He's been working whatever, and now he's going to barber school.
Oh, really?
Like switch 180 from a trade to another trade, And I'm like, why? And eventually I'll get him on.
That's cool.
But I would like to like, hey man, because I haven't really sat down and talked with him because he's got a kid, I got a kid. He lives in Moses Lake, I live here. We talk every once in a while, but like we haven't sat down and just him and I had a one-on-one for a while. So it'd be cool to like do it, and then like other people be able to like sit in on our conversation that we had. That's one thing I love about podcasts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even forget that we're doing it, and then we're just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm like, oh shit, there's a camera or a microphone right in front of my mouth.
Yeah.
So.
No, but yeah, man. So if we have, or if you need like anybody though, just let me know, because I got so many like different artists. Like we got this, like speaking about the studio or whatever that Levi had. There's this girl named Dre Still Poppin' or whatever. So she's like a producer in Yakima.
Yeah.
She's got all kinds of like connections.
Yeah.
She makes beats and stuff. People down in California buy the beats. Like she's got like people in the industry using them and stuff.
Yeah.
She'd be an interesting person to talk to.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Like, I think total, like, what, 2 million views on all songs?
No, I think it's like 10 million.
10 million?
Yeah, she has 10 million views, like, just on, like, with her beats and everything, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Something like that. But yeah.
That's pretty
interesting stuff.
That's pretty dope because she's local.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, and she's someone's neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, there's
someone lives next to her and may not even know.
That's what's crazy, bro. It's like her house. Like I've been to her studio before. It's just like it's a little shed or whatever outside. And you walk in, it's just a fucking studio. It's badass.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Like looks can be deceiving, but it's cool because especially in Yakima, you don't want people knowing all
that
shit's in there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like hidden or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'd be a cool one to have on.
Yeah, I like to get like and then obviously, it'd be nice to get like some older people and then maybe even some younger people and shit. Because like, I mean, people, like I said, people are interesting, man. Like, people that are born 10 years after I am have a different perspective on life, and people that were born 10 years ahead of me have a different perspective on life. I mean, you hear it. You hear it every day when you talk to people that are older or younger. They may not know certain things, or they think you're stupid because you don't know this, or the older people are like, oh, kids do that nowadays. And they're eating Tide Pods. That was a thing for a while, and it's like, bro, I would never eat Tide Pods, but the dumbass kids below me ate Tide Pods. And it's like, but all the kids above us, but it's just whatever. They did the stupid shit too.
Yeah.
The old people can't tell you they never did anything stupid. They did, And so have I, so have you guys, and so has everybody below me, and everybody's going to do something stupid in their life at least once. Yeah. So you can't just sit on your high horses. Unless you're the most boring person in the entire fucking world, and you haven't done shit in your life.
Yeah.
And even then, that in itself is
something
stupid.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, everybody's done something stupid. You might as well have fun while you're doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't go out of your way to try and kill yourself or hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But if it happens, I mean, I guess that's a cool story for put on your obituary. Yeah,
for sure.
Dipshit was fighting a lion, punched a lion in the nuts and ripped his head off. Cool story. Dumbass is dead.
Yeah.
There's the grave for his head, and there's the grave for the rest of his body. It's buried in two different graves.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a cool thing. Get buried in a couple different spots. And no one knows where your actual grave is.
Eliza's head.
Or no one knows where your actual grave is.
Yeah, dude.
It's like six different headstones right next to each other. And like, here lies Mike, here lies Mike. And they're like, which one is he?
Yeah.
No one knows. Not even your family. Just the guy that buried you knows.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's crazy to death, man. Those guys they like, have you seen those people that like they can press themselves in their records? Like they get
something like that.
Yeah. That'd be
that's
dope, bro.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
When you guys die, just do a fucking press yourself in the PNW Pack, your #1 song at the time, or whatever you guys are doing at the time.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
There's also people that get like their tattoos. They get them like skin cut off, and then you can get them framed.
That's
like
weird.
leather, kind of.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird, but it's still kind of cool though.
Have you seen that? There was a number of years ago. It was on Facebook, probably YouTube or whatever was popular at the time. But there was a guy who was young, probably like around our age, maybe not quite my age, maybe not quite yours, but around us, young. And he had himself embalmed, like sitting down on a chair with his leg up like this crossed, and a cigar in his hand. And he had like a hat on, his glasses, and like full attire, and he was dead.
Shit. Yeah.
And they embalmed him like that. And that's how he was. And it was weird because like I saw that and I was like, that's a statue, right? No, it's an actual dead body sitting
crazy.
like that, and people were like taking pictures with him, like he was still alive and stuff. And I was like, that's cool, but fucked up at the same time. I think, like, I don't know, man. Like if like either of you guys died and went to your funeral, I wouldn't want to see you like like this, like standing in the background, like photobombing people and shit, like dead. Like what the fuck? That's weird. But it's a cool concept because I've never seen it before. You know. And I've seen the ones where people get turned into fireworks. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. They just basically mix your ashes with, like, fireworks stuff. And that's cool. Blow you up. And you're like, oh, cool. There's Mike.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Mike started a fucking fire. Damn it, Mike. Blame it on Mike. He's like, yeah, that hill over there, Mike burned it down. It's cool. School with all those kids in it? Yeah, Mike burned it down. Or they do, like, the trees. They'll put your like ashes with like the roots of a tree.
I saw that too. Yeah, that's cool.
You down and then you become a tree.
Yeah,
that'd be weird though. Like if you do like a fruit tree. Yeah, people are like eating you.
It's like, oh, dude, I don't know about that. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds like
an oak tree or something would be cool, but like you like do like a peach like tree or an apple tree, and people are like, dude. Oh, this apple is great. And take a bite, and then it'll read like a little plaque, and they're like, here lies Mike. You're like, oh God! What part am I eating? Eating his kneecap.
You ever watch Lord of the Rings? Mm-hmm. Like the what are they called? The tree people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, start walking around.
Fucking tree people shitting out apples.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that movie? Clerks 2. Where they're talking about Lord of the Rings. Have you guys seen Clerks 2?
I don't know.
He's talking about Lord of the Rings, and he's like, fucking Lord of the Rings sucked. It was 3 movies about people walking. He's walking to a fucking volcano.
Dude, I've never seen one, dude. Yeah. I've seen, like, The Hobbit or whatever. That's about it. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, and, you know, they're like, oh, it's about the journey or whatever. And it's, when I first watched them, they were good movies. Yeah. But they were way too fucking long.
Yeah, they are.
I liked some long movies, but, like, it's... Yeah. They could have done that in 2 movies. Honestly, but they did it by the book because they have 3 books, so they did it by the book. Like the first book was the first movie, second whatever. It was cool, but same thing with like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's cool, but there's like 7 movies. You know?
Technically 8 because part 1 and part 2.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I'm like, bro, and it's a good movie and the good books and all that shit. It was like the hype at the time when I was younger. Harry Potter, oh fuck yeah! Everybody had Harry Potter books, but then like you watch them, and you're like, okay, cool, this is cool, and then you're like, oh shit, I got 6 more of these fuckers to watch.
Dude, I think they're coming out of a new Harry Potter movie.
Are they not?
I'm pretty sure. There's something...
Well, they came out with that video game I heard was pretty cool, but I haven't played it yet.
I haven't played that.
I downloaded the free trial, and I played it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay. I haven't gone back.
So, yeah, I never got into Harry Potter either. I've never seen a movie of that. I was into Star Wars and shit like that.
Oh, he's a Star Wars guy.
Still a pretty big Star Wars guy.
What do you guys think of this new Star Wars shit? Like the Accolade or whatever?
I'm not a fan.
There's episodes that are good and there's moments that are good, but overall, just not great.
It's not.
I think Disney ruined it.
It's not Star Wars.
No,
I'd say I was
it's old Star Wars.
I was never like a huge Star Wars fan. Like I watched 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
and I watched 1, 2, and 3. And after that, I haven't seen anything since.
Yeah.
I can't really take anybody's word for it, but when the overwhelming consensus is they're not that great, I'm just not gonna waste my time or money doing it. Just because, like, I don't want to watch a movie and like expect something, or maybe not expect something, and then be underwhelmed or overwhelmed. I may be overwhelmed. I may love the movie for all I know, but
it was. I liked it when before Disney bought it. You know, what I'm saying like it's just been going downhill. Yeah. My opinion. Like he likes some of this stuff.
Like Mandalorian season 1 and 2.
I heard Mandalorian's actually pretty good.
The first 2 seasons are good, but the 3rd season is kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for some reason Lizzo and Jack Black are in one of the episodes.
I mean, so Bowser.
Yeah.
So Bowser's now canon in Star Wars.
Basically.
So that means Mario could possibly be a Jedi.
Well, I mean, there's this new Lego show coming out in September. I don't know if you've seen anything about it, but they're doing like fan fictions. So like Darth Jar Jar
Oh,
I don't know
God.
if you ever heard of that. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
I
thing.
heard of that. He's like a Sith Lord.
Yeah,
Jar Jar
it's
fucking
pretty
Binks.
funny, and he's like flying the evil Millennium Falcon, and it's like black and red. It looks pretty cool. I feel like that's gonna be pretty good. Hopefully.
See, that's the one thing I like about that kind of shit, like Lego, because it doesn't have to necessarily be canon.
Yeah.
But it's still fun because Legos are fun. I mean, you make shit out of them. You know, my
Yeah.
kids love Legos, so it's like, yeah, like the Lego movie, the first one. That was actually pretty good. I liked it. I haven't watched the second one, and I haven't watched Lego Batman just because, like, I haven't had time. But
Yeah.
the first one when I watched it, I was like, okay, this is cool. It's not
Yeah.
like the greatest movie in the world, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
For sure.
But I haven't really watched a lot of Disney stuff lately, except we did watch Inside Out 2, like 2 weekends
yeah.
ago, just because my oldest has been dying to see it. So I was like, you know, it'd be kind of fun, father-son type deal. So I took him to the movies, got some popcorn and shit, and watched the movie, and he loved it. And actually, I will admit, for how Disney's reputation has been lately, it's actually a pretty decent movie.
They have decent movies coming out, but a lot of them are just.
They're pushing the agenda shit, and they got to be all inclusive. And it's like, bro, they're fake characters.
Yeah.
They're not real. None of that shit.
It's just like
but the thing
unnecessary.
is like you got to think. Okay, so if you are doing that in your fantasy, well then yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's a fantasy because in real life, the world's not inclusive, not as inclusive. Like we
Yeah.
should be as much as possible, but I shouldn't have to devalue myself to make you, you know, feel better about yourself or make you feel valuable or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because unless you contribute to society, I don't give a fuck, you know. So that's a whole other issue in itself, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched. Have you guys watched any good movies lately? Because I haven't seen a lot of good movies lately.
Man, I just watched that. I don't know if you've seen The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the new one yet? It
So I
just came
saw
out.
I saw the first one and the second one, but I haven't seen the
Okay,
beginning
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't
Okay,
seen
what do you
that
think
one
about
yet.
the first two?
So the first one, I really liked the concept just because it's like a new concept.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. It was weird because the entire movie's. When I saw it in theater, so the entire movie is like quiet.
Yeah.
Even in the movie theater, it's quiet. You can hear people coughing,
Yeah.
and you know, kids or people talking, and you're like, "Shut the fuck
Crunching
up!"
pop-
You know,
Yeah.
"Shut up! You guys are loud." And it's like, there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a cool concept, and I like John Krasinski.
Yeah.
You know, I like, or I don't know how you say his name, John,
Yeah.
Jim from The Office. I like him, and the acting was good, and the storyline was good. And then I watched the second one, and I was kind of on the fence about it.
Yeah.
I think it ended pretty well. I was kind of like not expecting a lot because a
Yeah.
lot of sequels are real trash.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty decent. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't give it like as good as the first one just because it was a new concept.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah. I
it's-
wasn't a fan. I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was the worst one.
Yeah.
But have you seen the? I also seen the movie. It's called like Civil War.
Oh,
Did
I
you watch
heard,
that?
I heard nothing but bad things about it.
Are you serious,
Yeah.
bro?
Is it
So
good? You like
it's-
it?
Okay, so I thought it was gonna be slow. Like I went, I was like, nah, this can't be that good. Watched the whole thing or whatever. I mean, it's a little slow, but it's kind of realistic or whatever, like how like the end of the world type thing.
Yeah.
But the end is so fucking badass, dude.
Is it?
The battle scenes and stuff. It's so
Okay.
sick.
I-
Dude. You gotta watch that. I think
I'll
you would
check
love
it.
it.
I'll check it out.
I think you would love it.
I'll check it out just because like I've heard things about it that like they
Yeah.
were people were expecting like maybe more conflict and more like
Yeah.
action, but it's more like the sidelines
No,
of
yeah.
what was happening. Like this shit's happening, and then this is like
Yeah.
their life in reaction to what's happening.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I can't say anything about it because I haven't seen it, and that's just what I've been told.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
I'd have to
pretty
give
good.
it a chance. I guess.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
Isn't it that A24 movie?
It's the one I forgot the actress's name from Spider-Man. She played Mary Jane.
Oh, I know
The
you're
original
talking about
one. Yeah,
Kirsten Dunst.
too. Yes.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
one with her in it. It's like newer. Came out like 2 months ago or something
The
like that.
Civil War movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I just
definitely
don't,
check that out.
I just don't go to the theaters very often, and when I do, I have to usually take a kid with me, and
Yeah.
we end up watching Inside Out too.
So either Tuesdays though are the best days to go to theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
like,
it's the free ones, right?
The half
it's like
off.
yeah, $7 or
Yeah,
something like
so
Yeah.
that.
just get in.
Yeah. Well, they do like during the summer, they do like the free movies for
They
kids,
do
like
some of
on
those too,
Thursdays
yeah.
or Wednesdays or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But those are so packed
Yeah, dude.
because everybody's like, "What do we
It's
do with our
always
kids?" Well, take our kids to the movies for free. I mean, yeah, shit. But they
Yeah.
probably charge twice as much for candy and shit. They're like, oh, normally $9, it'd be $18 today. Fuck.
Yeah.
You got to pick up the price of the movie or something. The last I saw, so I had never seen any of the John Wicks, and I watched the first 3. I haven't seen the 4th one yet, but I watched the first 3.
Gotta watch the 4th one.
And I love the John Wick movies.
John Wick's
just because I mean they're so over the top.
But it's badass.
They're so over the top and shit, but they're good.
Yeah.
And the storyline's pretty cool and all that other stuff, but like over a dog.
Yeah.
But like if someone killed my dog, I'd be pretty pissed too.
Yeah.
So
I've only ever watched like a little bit of the first one.
You haven't seen it? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta check those out. I love them.
yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't download. I got onto like my movie app that I watched the new movies on, and I have it and it's queued up, but I haven't sat down and actually watched it yet. I kind of got into the other day. I kind of got into like some conspiracy stuff because I was listening to some Sam Tripoli. I don't know if you've heard of Sam Tripoli, the tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I think so.
So I listened to tinfoil hat, and I was listening to a Greg Carlwood, the Higher Side Chats. I was listening because I love conspiracy shit, and I was listening to them, and they were talking about they weren't together. They're 2 separate ones, but I was listening to them the last couple of days, and they were talking about these different symbols and shit, and I was like trying to think because Hollywood usually always like tells you what they're doing, and it's like hidden, and I was like, bro, what's the number one like hidden movie that they tell you everything about? And I was like, fucking the Da Vinci Code.
Okay.
And it popped up on my Hulu like basically as I was thinking about it. I was like, this is a fucking sign. So I watched it over the last like 3 days, like parts of it, like right before bed, and I just finished it last night, and I was like, bro, or no, I finished it this morning before I went to work because I had like half an hour in the morning while I'm getting ready, and I finished it this morning, and I was like, yeah, there's some shit going on, bro, that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Like, it's always something, and it's to us it seems stupid, but to them it's like super important kind of situation. They weren't even like honest with us about COVID. Like,
did you see that? Have you watched that movie? The Obama helped direct it. You know what I'm
oh
talking
yeah,
about?
that
one was fucking weird.
It wasn't called. It's not the end of the world. But it was the Netflix movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? It's weird, man.
It is trippy.
Yeah, like everything in every scene, it was just blue. I don't know if you noticed that, but I was like, why is everything blue? And then like you think about like the Hawaii shit or whatever.
Blue.
Yeah, it's just like makes you think.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't have Netflix anymore.
Yeah.
I boycotted Netflix after Cuties came out.
Yeah.
Just because like I'm not with the pedophilia shit.
No, yeah, that's
and there's other stuff that I watched that probably has endorsed it, but whatever. That just like that's blatant. So I was like, fuck you guys. So canceled the very next day. Basically. But I did watch that movie. I didn't yo ho ho pirate it. Nothing, definitely not. Because I don't do that. I watched it. And my thoughts on it were, I kept waiting for something to happen.
Yeah,
it felt like they were like leading up to something, and then it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And then it leading up to something, and it wouldn't happen until like the very end.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
And even then, it kind of left you like with a cliffhanger.
It wasn't that great. Yeah. It was just weird. I don't know. They had like hidden messages and shit in
hidden
that movie.
messages, symbolism, all that other shit, but it's way above what we know.
Yeah, so that's what's weird.
So it's like the people that watch it that know, they're like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. But it's kind of like predictive programming. You guys ever heard of predictive programming?
Oh, yeah.
Where they tell you, and then the shit happens, and they're like, and then they go, oh, it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Like The Simpsons.
Oh,
it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
It's just coincidence that he said this, and like 2 months later it happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's not coincidence.
No.
If it's once in a while, sure. The term or the phrase blind nut or blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, that's true in the general consensus. But when the same avenues are actively predicting or having coincidental with what's actually going on in life, then you start to think.
It gets weird.
You ask any detective, they're like, we stopped believing in coincidences a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And when you're a rookie, you're like, oh, that might have just been a coincidence. And then after a while, you're like, that was no coincidence.
Mm.
These pieces are falling together into a puzzle, and you got to step back and see the big picture. We don't know what the big picture is. Obviously, there's theories out there like 2030. Agenda 2030 is like just depopulation.
Yeah.
Total control.
The New World Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there's some merit behind it
because
they're trying to get, everybody into the whole crypto thing, which is technically like an all one world currency.
Yeah.
Because eventually it can all merge together. And if it's all digital, they can control your assets.
Yeah.
So, and they already have that kind of situation over in China. They have a social credit that if you say anything bad about the government or anything like that on Facebook or do disinformation that may be actual information, but disinformation, you can't ride the train to work anymore.
Yeah.
You got to walk.
That's crazy.
Or you can't buy certain groceries. You can only buy the essentials. Or you can't rent movies. Or you can't do this or can't do that. And it's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. And then that's where they're trying to do here. They're trying to do that everywhere. They're trying to do that shit in Canada.
Yeah.
They did that thing during the Canadian trucker rally thing. They were closing down their bank accounts or freezing them and shit. And it's like, bro, they have the right to protest.
Yeah.
They have a right to protest.
Yeah.
Just like we have a right to protest.
Mm-hmm.
If someone out here was doing something and I went out there with a picket sign and said, hey, you guys can't do this, I don't agree. Yeah. It's my right to not agree.
For sure.
And the government can't say, hey, bro,
you
don't agree? Well, guess what? You don't own your house anymore.
Yeah.
Or the $800 you have in your savings, gone. Or you can't access it until you agree, or we do you do the re-education camps that they have. It
gets pretty sketchy.
Scary as fuck, bro. That's where the world's headed. And people are begging for it because they can't deal with people not agreeing with them. Yeah. They get so offended about stupid little shit that, oh, poor me, is because we have first world problems here in this country. Yeah. I was thinking, like, my kids yesterday were out in the pool. Like, we don't have up at their grandparents' house, they have like a little kiddie pool. Yeah. And it was hot. So they're out there playing in the water. I'm sitting here thinking, like, they're playing in the water, having fun. And I'm like, bro, there's people, like, in different parts of the world that would kill my kids to drink this water, even if it's dirty. Yeah. And they're out here splashing it like it's nothing. Yeah. And it's sad. That's where the world, that shit happens in the world. And all these people are like, you said the wrong pronoun to me. I don't give a fuck. You think anybody that's starving gives a shit about what your pronoun is? They'll kill you to eat your fucking what's in your pocket.
Oh, bro, I gotta tell you something crazy with the college or whatever. Allegedly at the Yakima College or whatever. Anyways, there's this teacher there. She gave us a book to read, an English teacher, bro. Gave us a book to read. I open up the book and it's literally just like a comic book of just like high school girls just naked, fucking going at it, bro. Like lesbian stuff or whatever. I don't have nothing against like lesbians or nothing or whatever, but it's just weird that like, cause half the class is like running start students from high school. Yeah. So like she's giving that book to everybody and it's an English class. And it's just over sexualized, bro. Every page is like that. It's crazy.
So that's okay, but Mouse is not okay. Yeah. You guys remember reading Mouse in school? Oh shit. Yeah. MAUS. Yeah. So it was basically like the Nazi. Yeah. It was like in the mouse.
My sister was reading that a couple weeks ago.
It's weird, but that's not good because like Nazism and and it's like dude, it's educational. Like it's in the form of like a comic book, kind of like the same thing, but it's educational. Where that one, you're just high school kids that are naked, bro. That's porn. That's underage
and like
porn.
The teacher, bro. Allegedly. I'm not gonna say her name or nothing, but she would always talk about how she collects porn, like all this like over sexualized shit, bro. Anyways, I like ended up like going up to the bookstore people. I'm like, I don't think this belongs in English class. It's kind of like messed up with all the high schoolers that are like in that class doing running start. So they had me sign up to talk to the dean, and then they fucking just kept pushing back the fucking meeting. They wouldn't meet with me. It's just like,
Well, they do that on purpose.
Yeah, it's because they already know what the fuck's like. They've probably heard it before. They just don't give
a
shit.
I'm sure there's a stack of complaints back there that are just getting pushed back.
So just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, so you're on the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, it's just
and they keep turning it over and doing this.
It's wild, man.
It's stupid. Like I understand, but to an extent, because people should be educated in some sexual stuff, of course.
Yeah, but like
like
in a certain setting,
Yeah, like, certain settings in like a health class.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not the school's job to teach my kids about anything like that. That's my job.
Yeah.
To teach them weird. Because my school teachers or whatever may not know my kid as well as they think they do, and they might not be mature enough to learn that shit. But they're teaching kids when they're younger now, like elementary, middle school ages weird, about this shit. Yeah. I didn't learn about sex ed till I was in high school, or like maybe even junior high, maybe.
Yeah, you learned in like 5th grade.
Yeah. See,
it's so crazy. Yeah.
It is crazy because I didn't know any of that shit. Man, 5th grade, I was playing tag. I didn't know anything. Girls had cooties still. You know, now they're like, yeah, did you know you could fuck girls at 5th when you're in 5th grade?
I have a funny story about the fucking like, sex ed class in 5th grade.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? At 5th grade, I didn't think anything. Like, there was a couple girls that are like, oh, they're kind of cute, but they still have cooties. You know, I don't want to touch them.
No, I remember being in the class for that or whatever in 5th grade, bro. It was so funny, bro. They put up a, like, just, you know, like a drawing of, like, a vagina or whatever onto the fucking board, bro. As soon as they put it up, one of my buddies or whatever, his name's Jackson, fucking, like, looked at the board and then just fainted, bro. Like, he saw the... Did you ever get in that class, bro, when that happened? I don't know who was in there.
I was, but I remember you guys telling me this story.
He just looks at the board and then he faints to the ground, dude. And it was the funniest shit ever.
Never seen
a
vagina before.
Like, literally fainted, bro.
He's like,
was the funniest shit.
Is that thing winking at me? Oh, fuck.
Like, so this is what the girls look like, and then just fucking falls back. Dude.
What's funny is his dad is a doctor.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
We had in Sela Junior High that it was a sex ed teacher. I think it was 8th or maybe 9th grade. And everybody was convinced this lady was a lesbian. And I think she might have been. She was kind of... She kind of had like that overall look of like a dykey kind of look. You know, kind of butch. Whatever. To me, she was nice because I was never an asshole to her. Yeah. But then she had like a questionnaire box that people can like write questions they may have.
Yeah.
And then once like a week or once a month, she would like take them out and read them. And if they were appropriate, she would read them out loud to the class. Because some people were actually genuinely, because 8th grade, 9th grade, people are starting to fuck, you know, or even, you know, think about, you know, getting my penis sucked or whatever. There was so many like things like fucking dyke and like,
yeah,
you know, if my mom uses a dildo and I use it like this, it's like fucked up shit, bro. And I was like, bro, what the hell's going on over here? And there was some, you know, like, hey, you know, if I you know, if the condom breaks, you know, shit like that. There's some people that were actually like literally concerned because they were fucking and the condom broke or something. They're like, oh shit, and they don't want to ask their parents.
So you're talking about like the anonymous box or whatever? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then there was some fucking shit in there. It was weird. Dude. And there was one. It was like, if my girlfriend uses a dildo and she's got an STD and I use it, do I get that STD or some shit, you know? And she read that one out loud. She's like, well, it just depends on the STD and if you cleaned it afterwards. No.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, God.
You're like, what the fuck? Who wrote that?
But I'm sitting here thinking like, that's how fucked up the world is, bro. Like, you know, like obviously there's some things that happen, but like, I don't know. It's weird. But I didn't learn about any of that shit. Like I knew obviously some stuff, you know, because like back in 5th grade we found a porno mag, you know, out by the school, and we were looking at it and got caught looking at it and shit. Well, I didn't get caught, you know. I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, and then the kids that were still looking at it, the playground teacher came over and was like, what are you guys looking at? You know, and everybody got in trouble. I kind of knew a little bit, but I didn't know like full on like what an orgasm was or you know, like any of that other shit. Like I knew a little bit. Like I was like, ooh, boobs, those are nice. I like these. These are cool, you know. But like nothing like you know,
like crazy,
like intense. Like
like
I didn't know about like trans or you know, anal sex or none of that shit that they're teaching kids nowadays.
It's just it's crazy.
And like if a kid's genuinely curious, you know, then that's one thing. But to like just blanket tell a group of 30 kids that half of them may not be mature or sexually mature enough or even mature at all, and tell them like, hey, by the way, did you know if you guys put it in your butt, it feels real good? And they're like, what? And then now kids got a Hot Wheel stuck up his ass or something. You know?
It's weird, man. It's weird.
Like, you shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be like that. No.
Like, obviously,
That
like
young.
I said, sexual education is important because people should know.
Yeah.
But
they don't got to do all the extra shit, though.
No. And they should teach them about safe sex. They should teach them what sex is, but they don't need to teach them, like, you know,
in depth.
Yeah, what a Cincinnati bow tie is, or a fucking rusty trombone, or
Cleveland steamer,
a fucking hot dog, or Superman dragon. That hoe, or whatever. You know, they don't need to know that shit. Dude. But they go in the depth and all that shit.
They do,
you know, and they know stuff about shit that I don't even know about. I'm like, what? How do I get my wife to do that?
Dude.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just that's why we homeschool our kids.
Oh, you guys do homeschool?
Yeah,
that's smart.
Well, the thing is that people are like, oh, I don't have time to homeschool.
Yeah.
Because they're used to their kids going away for 6 to 8 hours a day, for 5 days a week. Like, that's not what homeschool is.
Yeah.
Homeschool is, like, when we go to the store, and my kid wants to buy something, we take his wallet, and they go, okay, Bubs, how much money do you have in your wallet? $28. Perfect. You can buy, what can you buy? And he looks at something, I want that. Well, how much is it? $19. Can you buy it? Yeah, perfect. Let's go buy
smart.
it.
Yeah.
You know, teach them that's math, but it's in a real world application.
Yeah,
the fucker doesn't need to know, like, oh, if I bought that 3 times, how much would it be? You know, he doesn't need to know that. Like, obviously, eventually he'll have to learn some of that stuff. Yeah. He's 5. He doesn't need to know what 3 times the square root of x is or whatever. And I was in pre-calculus in high school. And I don't use any of that shit on a day-to-day basis.
Last time I've seen any.
When's the last time you heard about the Pythagorean theorem?
Well, I mean, like,
when's the last time you used that? Unless you're an engineer or some shit, you're not gonna be using that shit ever.
See, that's why I wish, like, in high school, like, I wish they would teach you, like what you think about, like, what you're interested in or whatever, and then you learn about the real world stuff. You know, not like the fucking rocket science shit that they're teaching, just fucking random ass fucking.
You know, that'd be cool. Like, if they could figure out some way that have like almost like a pre-college thing, where, like, hey, what are you interested in? Oh, I'm interested in art. Okay, cool. Let's get you more on the art side. You don't need to know about Christopher Columbus. You don't need to know about that shit, because none of that shit, no one knows any of that shit anyways. And then it's like, what do you want to do? Well, I want to be a mechanic. All right, let's get you more on like the hands-on stuff. Or, you know, that'd be cool if they could do stuff like that.
Or like even like.
But they go, okay, you got to go to science. You got to go to geography. You got to go to math. You got to do this. And they have some electives, especially in high school. Yeah. But a lot of the stuff doesn't transfer.
Like, they should have like a requirement, like teaching you like how to buy a house, how to save money, all that.
Open up a savings account.
You know what I'm saying?
How to change your oil, check your tire pressure, like rotate tires.
They should have that. I don't know why they don't. It's kind of
crazy. Well, I mean, it kind of comes down on, it should be your parents.
Yeah, that should be your
parents. But then again, some of the parents don't know that shit.
Yeah, or some of them don't give a shit. You know?
Yeah, you know how many times I've met grown-ass adults that don't know how to change a tire?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I'm like, dog, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh, I just go to Le Schwab. Well, what happens if you're out in the middle of nowhere and your tire pops? What do? I just wait till someone comes and help me.
Call it, AAA.
Or AAA. Your phone's dead. Now what?
Yeah.
Wait for somebody. What if that guy's a murderer?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm dead. All because you couldn't change the tire.
Yeah.
Good job.
No, and
John was a dumbass. Couldn't change the tire. Now he's dead.
My junior year, I failed algebra, and like, so I played football, so I had to do like a summer school class to like make up for that class, and they put me in it was an online class, obviously, but it's like what was it called? It was financial something, but they teach you like how like savings accounts work and shit like that. That was the only time I learned something that's like actually
realistic, real world shit. Yeah.
And it was in summer school when I'm supposed to be, you know.
Yeah. See, they should like have something like that.
They're like, look at these dummies. Let's teach them real world shit. They're not going to achieve their dreams of being an engineer. They're going to have to work every day. So let's teach them about savings.
And we were working at Borton.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were working there together while I was doing that at home, before I went to work and shit.
Damn. I mean, some of those classes are probably pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if they taught those classes in school now, It'd be kind of cool. I mean, they might cover it a little bit in like a marketing class or something, because we did a marketing class and they taught us a few things, but it wasn't like real world shit.
Yeah.
See, like
I don't go into marketing. I didn't do anything marketing.
The second math class I took in college, like the last one I had to take or whatever in college, it was so stupid, dude. Yeah. Like it was literally decoding random ass fucking like words, like if you're in like a survival situation or something, but it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a serial killer.
Like you, like somebody else with you has to know what that is. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like matching letters and numbers. It's fucking weird. But it was so dumb.
Yeah.
Like pointless. I don't know why I took it. But
yeah. Well, I mean,
I guess it's good to know if like you tell somebody else how to do that, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's just some classes that are just kind of like, I took plant science class in high school.
Yeah.
Plant science. Learn what photosynthesis is and all that shit, and it's like, well, it was either that or biology. And I was like, I'm not taking biology, this is stupid. I don't want to dissect a frog and do all that stupid shit. I was like, plant science, that's easy. And I was like, hey, I can like try and grow weed in the greenhouse. And people tried, but the teacher knew it wasn't stupid. He smoked weed before, and he's walking through and he's seeing him and he's popping them out. You know, he goes, oh, that looks like a weed. Pop it out. He's like, no, that is actual weed. You know? So, he was popping stuff out. But we would always try to grow shit. And then we did like metal class. Like, that was cool. That was fun. I loved it. It was fun, like welding random shit to random shit. People were like, hey, let's build. They're like building like, one of our first projects was like building like a set of pliers, like really crude pliers, but learning how to cut the metal. And you know, with the
did you guys ever have like a knife making class or anything like that?
So we did have a forge in there. Yeah. And people did try their best at making knives, but we weren't like supposed to. Oh. But people did.
We had one that was just like knife making, and it was badass.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so like I have a few like homemade knives or whatever.
Yeah.
Trading, dude, he would go crazy with that. Fucking make actual swords like we're not supposed to. Just
fucking big old Excalibur style swords.
Big ass.
You remember when Sean sliced his hand open with the sword? That was like our sophomore year. Like super glued his hand shut.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was bad.
One of my fellow students, his name's Cody, he cut off part of his finger in wood shop, and they found it, but they couldn't
like a pretty good chunk of it.
Yeah, like this.
Oh shit!
And they couldn't reretouch it, so he's got like part of his finger in like a jar.
Oh really?
Yeah. He brought it to school like a week later. He's like, "Look at this. Yeah, that's cool."
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy, but like we did wood shop too, and like most of the time the wood shop teacher was like in the lacquer room, like spraying lacquer, like huffing the fumes and shit. And then like we would always like, because the wood shop and the metal shop shared like a back area, so like sometimes we'd go out back and like bullshit with the guys in the other whatever.
Yeah.
And then like we'd go over there, they'd come over here, and one of my buddies would bring his truck in, and then like he would like lift it on the gate, because they had like a lift gate thing, or like a lift. And then he was like changing his oil and shit. Classes like, this has nothing to do with metal shop. But here we are.
Yeah, dude, those metal shop teachers, bro.
And then we would like that school went through so many broomsticks, bro. We would take the broomsticks and cut them into like pieces like this and make pipes out of them. Dude. We would smoke weed. And where the fuck? And then the teacher was like, "Where the fuck's the broom at?" You know, you just see like a little dust mop head, and like the broomstick's gone or it's like short.
Dude, I had a
you guys keep fucking cutting the shit. Yeah, it was funny.
Retarded buddy, dude. His name's Connor or whatever, but he would. When he was cutting wood with the fucking saw, dude, he would put the measuring tape all the way on the wood, and he like, this is how you get the precise cut, and he cuts through the measuring tape and cuts the wood. He'd go through like a fuck ton of measuring tapes. Teacher gets so pissed.
Oh man, we did some fucking stupid shit in those. We would do like the like the belt sanders, like the handheld belt sanders. We'd start those and let them go, and then have them races on the table. He'd go smack in the shit or whatever. And teacher come out, what the, because he didn't care. You know, those teachers, they're a lot cooler. You know, like, what the fuck you guys doing over here? You know, so I don't want to say any names. I don't want to get. Well, I don't think they're either of them working anymore. I think they're both retired, but still, like, they're cool as fuck, dude. Yeah. But yeah, the wood shop teacher was always in the wood shop, in the lacquer room, fucking huffing fumes, and he'd come out and, and then I think that's kind of just how he talked. And then, but he was cool. And then the metal shop teacher, he was also the plant science teacher, but he was cool as fuck. Like, yeah, he was cool. I liked him a lot. I liked them both, but I liked the metal shop teacher a lot more, just because he was just get your shit done, whatever. I don't care. Like, so it was cool. We tried to like we were supposed to like pliers, and then we're supposed to like weld shit and do like angle welds and then TIG welds and all this other shit, and I just fucked around. I just cut shit. I was just cutting shit up. Welding shit that you're not supposed to be welding, like galvanized steel. Welding it together in the fumes, and they're like, who's welding that shit together? All right, like, everybody go outside, because the fumes, like, they can actually like kill you or whatever.
That's fun, dude.
Like, I wasn't the only one doing it. Other people were doing it. Like, what the and they were like, and they open up the side door and let all the fucking cold air in or whatever. So we had a lot of fun, man. High school was a good time.
Yeah. Well, how many kids were in your graduating class? Do you know?
Like 300.
Okay,
250 or 300 something.
We
It was quite a few people.
We had like 70, I think. It was insane.
But you guys were like a 1A school, right?
Yeah.
We were 3A at the time. I don't know what it is now. I think we dropped.
I think it's bigger, isn't it?
Well, so at the time it was 3A, and I think my last year there was the last year they did 3A, and I think we dropped down to 2A because we would play like Wapato and stuff. And then West Valley was our rival, and they went up to 4A. So they would play like Ike and Davis and shit like that. So
I think they're still a 2A.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who now, because none of my friends are in high school still, and I don't know anybody in high school. I have a couple friends that their kids are in high school, but I don't really talk to them, or I guess not friends, acquaintances. Their kids are in high school, so I don't really talk to them. So I don't go to like watch games of random kids. Like, hey, let's go to a high school game. It's like, why?
Did you go to school with Five?
Which Five?
Jake.
Jake Five?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Was he like the same age as you, or?
Jake Five. Yeah, the one that like he like hunts and stuff.
Yeah.
So Jake Five, I think he was like a year. He might have been maybe a year younger.
That's crazy, bro.
I think he's pretty close in age to you.
Yeah, but we're close in age. Yeah.
He went to CELA though, right?
Yeah. Because him and then like Trevor Dahlman, his friend Trevor, and some of those other guys. Yeah. Yeah, we talk every once in a while.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because he was our PE teacher in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was my baseball coach.
Oh, really? Yeah, Jake's a cool dude.
Dude, he's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he is cool. He's fun. He's a funny dude, and he's cool. He's just whatever, man. Get your shit done. Let's do this, and then I'm gonna go hunt.
Yeah, no,
he hunts a lot,
except at baseball practice.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's more like get your ass to go.
Fucking go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But he's young enough to like be able to do that. If there's like a 60-year-old man yelling at you, you're like, oh, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
The other guy, he's like 10 years older than you, and you're like, he'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, oh shit. He's old enough, like he's older and he's more experienced, but he's young enough that he could still scrap with you.
Yeah.
So no, I get it. No, he's cool. But I knew a couple people from Natchez, but they were older.
Yeah.
Actually, another girl that is doing a podcast. Her name's Sam. She moved over to. I was just talking to her the other day, and she told me where she's at, Wyoming or something. Anyway, she works for a ranch. Her and her husband, and they work for this ranch. It's like million acres or whatever, and it's all these rich people that own it. Yeah. And she works for them, and they don't pay them shit, but whatever. But they're planning on moving to another place somewhere closer to home, because they're from. I don't know where he's from. I've never met him, but she's from Natchez.
Oh, really?
Natchez. And my buddy Mike in high school dated her for a little while. That's kind of how I know her.
Okay.
But I always thought she was cool. She was nice. I was nice to her. She was nice to me. So
that's cool.
And then like when Facebook became a thing, like, well, it was a thing for a while, but like after it started getting more popular and all that shit, I think we added each other at one point, and we've kind of kept contact over the years.
That's
cool.
Nothing
like crazy, like, hey, what's up? How you doing? That's about it. But then I told her I was starting a podcast. Or I posted on Facebook that I was starting a podcast. She messaged me like, "Hey, my husband and I have thought about doing a podcast too." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was
dope.
Like, "Let's do it." And then we were talking about one day, because she's over there and I'm over here, so we'd have to do like a
Zoom,
or something. Or there's a website called Riverside. It's a lot better because they do separate audio and everything, and it's cool. They do like the side by side. But she recorded like her part of the podcast. She's waiting for her husband, and I don't know. I haven't talked to her in like a couple weeks, but she was waiting for her husband to come do his side of the podcast and record. Really? I don't know exactly what their podcast is about, but when it comes out, I was like, dude, let me know so I can not only plug it, but I want to listen to it and subscribe because I want to, you know. So, but I'd like to get on. She wants to do like more of like the homesteading, country type side like that because they're really into, like I said, they're ranchers.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool because I don't know anything about that shit. I'd like to know a little bit more about homesteading stuff because it'd be cool to be more self-sufficient. But just like the kids nowadays don't know how to change a tire, I don't know how to fucking run a farm or a ranch or anything like that. So I'd like to know, but it'd be cool. One day I'd like to get like a few acres and have some animals and shit. So yeah. You guys, and you're moving to Tri-Cities, you said?
Yeah, in like a month.
Yeah, you going to school, right? You going to school?
Yeah. It's gonna be.
What are you gonna do? Your homie's leaving. You gonna move down there with him or what?
No,
I'm
probably not.
I'm trying to get him to play some football with me, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I got bills to pay, so can't really leave my job. That's paying me decent. So. Yeah.
Do you work at the same place?
No, I work at the pallet place in Glebe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's where I work.
Okay.
Yeah,
decent.
it's okay. I'm trying to get more money, but see what happens.
How long you been there?
In October it'd be 2 years.
Okay, so it's about time. Maybe ask for some more money.
Yeah.
But then that's probably slow season too, though.
It's not super slow. So like during the like summertime, it's more busy for bins because that's like harvest season.
Yeah.
And then wintertime, so I run a pallet machine. So like during the winter, it's more pallets than anything else. Yeah. So it is still kind of busy.
It's consistent work though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Some weeks will be slower, so they'll be like, "Hey, you guys can leave a little bit early today, whatever." Like this week, we're working 5 to 2:30 because it's hot.
Yeah.
And then Friday we're gonna come in for like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Are you hourly or are you salary?
Hourly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You still get your 40?
Yeah.
Close.
This week, yeah, I still get 40. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because it sucks when they're like, yeah, you can go home early, but we're only gonna pay you for 36. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go home then. Well, we're shutting down. I can't. It's like, fuck.
Can't help you there.
Like when I was working at Ray's here in Sela, and I was one of the night managers, and people were like, hey, can I go home? But then they turn around and complain that they don't have any money.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, we're open for 2 more hours. What's 2 more hours? I'm like, yeah, well, what is 2 more hours? Like $20?
It just adds up, dude.
I'm like, yeah, but $20 this week, $20 next week.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of weeks from now, you're going to go home 3 hours early. Yeah. Or we're going to ask someone to go home midday because it's so slow. And then you're going to volunteer. And then you're out another 4 hours. Next thing you know, you're only working 30 hours a week. And then you're like, hey, let's go out. Oh, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. That's on you, dog. Like.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that in my fucking work right now, bro.
And don't get me wrong. I love going home early. But then I can't sit there and complain that I have no money afterwards because that's my fault, But the people don't. Obviously, some people do, but some of those people just can't quite comprehend that concept.
Yeah.
That you only get paid for. Like I'm salary now, so it's kind of cool because I can go home a little early sometimes. But if I don't get close to my 40, like if I just left at like 32 hours. My boss would be calling me and like, hey bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I would never be able to get my work week done in 32 hours anyways. But if for some grace of God I did, I better find something to do for at least 4 more hours because they want to get at least 36, maybe even a little bit more, closer to 40 because they're paying you for 40.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get as much money.
You liking it over there?
It's pretty good. 410s. Yeah. It's not too bad. You're kind of on your own all day.
Okay.
The only thing kind of sucks is like some days are heavier.
Yeah.
Customers are most of the time, like most of my customers are really good.
Yeah.
They're really cool. Every once in a while you get like an angry or disgruntled customer and you got to try and, do that. But that's like pretty much any business. But like, it's cool. Cause like I'm out on my own, I'm doing my own thing. If I got time, I can chill or I can go to a place and get food or, I get to, I'm in Ellensburg / Kittitas throughout the week. So I can try things over there because they have a lot of small businesses and like different places to eat and stuff. So I've been trying the local cuisine over there, even though it's not that far, but trying some of the local flavors over there. And then Kittitas is cool because it's a long drive because my first stop is almost to Vantage on Thursdays.
Dude.
And I do the wind farms up at Vantage, and then the other one that's a little bit closer, Vestas. I do the wind farms on Thursdays there.
Yeah.
I service them, and then I do some Kittitas, some farms out there in Kittitas, and then I come back into Ellensburg and do some stuff there, and then I'm done on Thursdays. So my Thursday used to be a lot bigger. I used to drive all the way to George on Thursday.
Where's that at? It's,
on the other side of Vantage.
Okay.
So if you go over to Vantage Bridge and you drive another about 15 minutes, that big gas station right there on the right-hand side, that says like Loves and all that other shit, that's where George is. Okay. So basically right across the street from the Gorge, over in that area.
Okay.
And I would have to go there on Thursdays, every Thursday in the morning. And that is a long drive when you're tired as fuck, first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's like an hour and 20-minute drive, and you're like nodding off, trying not to fucking die.
What time do you get up in the mornings, like for your job?
For work, I get up at 4 in the morning.
Damn.
Every morning.
That's crazy.
Yep. My days off, I get up about 5:30 or 6, just because like I'm trying to keep my schedule without fucking up too much.
Yeah.
And then like, it's kind of nice though, because when I get up in the morning, unless my kids are up early, which they do every once in a while, they usually sleep till about 8:30. So I get about 2.5 hours to myself. So if there's a movie I want to watch, or if there's shit around the house I need to get done, that's not too loud. You know, I don't want to wake my kids up and my wife up because they're sleeping. Or if I want to play a video game, or if I have other things I want to do, editing. That's what I did. You know, when I did my first 2 episodes, I was editing in the mornings. I have time to do it. So it's kind of nice because when everybody's up, then it's like family time. You know, I got to hang out with family and stuff. So, which I don't have any issue with. But I mean, everybody needs their own time to themselves. You know, because if not, then you're just gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time to do the shit that you want to do. Which once you have kids, it's kind of hard to do those things. Like even it's just my wife and I just get time to ourselves, like just us to hang out. It's pretty tough.
What kind of games do you play?
I have a PS4.
Oh shit! I was gonna say if you had an Xbox, bro, I'd add you.
I don't have an Xbox. I haven't had an Xbox since 360. I still have the white or the black one out there.
Oh shit! Really?
The black 360.
Yeah.
PS4. I've been playing a Ghost of Tsushima a lot, and then they did the PlayStation Plus. Some of the games for the ones were Cat Quest.
Okay, yeah.
They're kind of fun. They're just dumb little fun games, but. And then the other one that my son really likes playing is the Goose Game.
I don't think I heard of that one.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The Goose Game. So basically, you're just a goose. You just go around and cause chaos.
Oh, it's like the goat.
I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like above. It's like the above perspective. And you're just a goose, and then like the first section is like a little garden, and so you turn on the water, and you get the farmer wet, and so that's one of your like little achievements. And then he comes out of the little gate that's locked. You steal his keys, and then you go inside the gate and it locks him out, so he can't get in.
Yeah.
So he gets all, and then that's another achievement. And then he walks all the way around to go to the backside to get in. And so like you could like take out all his flowers and all of his fruit and vegetables and like drop. You know, you just fuck around. It's just fuck around. Yeah. And then after you finish all that stuff, then like he does something that you can go to the next section.
Yeah.
And it just continues on. So there was one where like there's a kid. He's really afraid of geese, and you honk at him, like you go honk like that, and he runs into a phone booth, and then he calls someone in the little video store next door, and the guy in the video store goes and lets him out, and while he's out, you go into that little video store, and you click a little button, and it changes all the TVs in the video store to a camera, where it just shows you running around in there. It's the stupidest shit, but my kid like loves it, dude. He just laughs his ass off when you do it. So. And there's one where like this lady, she has a little farmer's market. You steal shit, and you can have her chase you into like this garage, and you drop it and you run out and hit the button and it closes the door on her, and then she can't get out. And then she has to go through the side door or whatever, and that's how you unlock your way to go to the next section.
Yeah, it's a little puzzle game.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's stupid. But like he loves it. I first downloaded it because I was like, people talk about it, and it was just free, and I was like, sure, I'll check it out. You know, if worst comes to worst, I just delete it. And it was kind of fun, and I was like, okay, this is stupid, but it's mind-numbingly fun. And then Xander was watching me, and he was watching me cause chaos to like this farmer and this poor lady, and he was just laughing his ass off. So he plays it every once in a while, but But for video games, it's pretty much Ghost of Tsushima. What's the other one? With all the metal animals.
Metal animals.
The gal's name is Alloy.
Are you talking about like
Horizon Zero Horizon or Horizon Zero Dawn?
I don't think I played that.
Anyway, it's a PlayStation game. Yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty fun game. I played that for a little while. But,
yeah.
I played the first one, beat it, and then I played the second one, and I beat it, but I didn't do like all the side stuff. I just played through the game, through the story. But there's a lot of shit to do because that world is huge, bro. Yeah. But eventually, I like to get like a PC and do like some PC gaming, just because like there's a lot of games on there that like I have a Steam list. When I had a nicer laptop than this, I had like a decent laptop that can run some of the games. But obviously they update those games and they make them so that you can't run them as well. So like it'd be real choppy. But I like to play some of those games if I get a PC eventually, like a game PC, and do that. And then it can double up as like my editing and all that stuff. If it has enough, it should have enough power to be able to do all that shit. So,
for sure.
What about you?
I play Xbox or whatever, but let's see, like Battlefield, PUBG, just like the
PUBG's fun.
Yeah,
I've played it. Battlefield's fun.
Stuff like that. Just I don't know. Have you played Party Animals before? That game's pretty fun.
Party Animals.
You just fucking fight. It's like a free for all fight, like different animals or whatever, but it's pretty fun.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like Fall Guys, kind of? Or
yeah, it's kind of looks like that, but it's more like you're just fighting other people.
Okay, maybe I saw an ad for it or something.
What's the other one called? It's like the same.
Gang Beast?
Gang Beast. It's like Gang Beast.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
They're newer, but
I haven't been keeping up with video games lately.
Yeah.
I watch like the same 2 people on Twitch, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I love like watching people play DayZ. Have you guys played DayZ?
I played
DayZ.
Littlest bit.
Yeah, I used to play it a lot, but not.
I used to play it a lot too when it first came out. When my computer could run it, but now I can't run it unless I run it on the lowest settings. But it's a PVE, so you can't, or PvP and PVE.
Yeah.
So you can't run it low settings. So then next thing you know, you're trying to fight someone and then you die because
can't see them from far away.
Yeah, exactly. Or they're smooth and you're like glitching around and shit. So it's not fun anymore. But I watch people play it, and I'm like, man, it looks like fun. I want to build a PC just so I can play because it's cool.
Yeah, the PC one looks insane. But
it's still like in beta.
Yeah,
it's still
I wish they made
a
a really good game like that. Like with like pretty good graphics and shit. That'd be so sick.
They had one it was H1Z1 for a while there, and it was kind of like the same concept, but you could actually build bases and stuff.
Okay, yeah. It was like Rust, kind of. Have you played Rust?
Yeah, kind of. But it was like more like first person. It wasn't as like, I guess, cartoony.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like DayZ mixed with Rust.
Yeah.
So you could build bases and you could like lock them and stuff. People could like break in. But like you'd put stuff in there. And then like DayZ at one point had some of that stuff. And I think some of their servers still do. But like the main servers that most people play are just more like free for all servers, where they don't have like base builds.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. It was a cool concept when it first came out, and I really liked it. But I could play it for a little while, and then my PC or my laptop, because it wasn't the greatest. It was good enough at the time to play it. But then they started updating graphics and all that shit, and then next thing you know, your PC gets outdated, or your laptop gets outdated, and then you're like, "Fuck, I can't do any of this shit." So.
Yeah.
But any other games I play, like I just bought. Well, I've had Need for Speed 1 and 2 Underground.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2, and then the other day I bought Def Jam Fight for New York. You guys ever play that back in the day?
Little bit, kind of remember it.
Yeah. That game's like going for like $80-$90, like
that's crazy.
Like complete.
Yeah.
And I found a guy selling it for like $40, and I was like super skeptical. And I was like, I don't know, maybe. Yeah. But I pulled the trigger on it, and it's legit.
That's sick.
I was like, fuck yeah, dude, this is dope.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with Wii Sports like a few weeks ago because I wanted to get Wii Sports. And
that's S tier, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Wii
looking
Sports.
and I'm like seeing like $60, $50.
Isn't that crazy? It was free.
Yeah, and then I find one for like $25, and I was like, ooh, hopefully it's not scratched.
Yeah.
Bought it, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get Guitar Hero, dude. I want to get that.
I
shit
have
again.
Guitar Hero.
You have it?
For PS2.
Oh, dude, that's so sick.
Or no, wait. 360. I have it for
Really?
360.
That's badass.
I used to have it when I was younger. I had it for PS2 when it first came out.
Yeah.
I had 1 and 2 for PS2.
That's sick.
But then all my PS2 shit like got stolen or broken or whatever.
Yeah.
I got rid of it. But now I have I bought I have 1, 2, 3 World Tour, the Van Halen one, and then like the Green Day one or something like that.
Yeah.
I have all those, and I have like 2 guitars, but they're old, so the connectivity isn't the greatest, and the lag is not the greatest either. So it's harder. It's better on like a smaller screen or like a monitor type screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have the 40 something inch out there, and the lag is off, so you have to calibrate it. But even then, it's still like, you know, because the controller is old, so like it does. Even when you hit something, it doesn't register the strum sometimes. I'm like, I know I fucking hit that thing, you know, and so But I don't play it that often because my kid likes to play it too because it's music, but he doesn't understand the concept, and then he gets real frustrated. So I had to just put it away. So, but I have it. So one of these days, bro, if you want to come fucking chill, you guys can come fucking play. We'll play. Or I'll bring it over. I don't give a fuck. You know, we'll play. But yeah, Guitar Hero was my shit back in the day, bro.
I loved it.
And then Rock Band came out.
Yeah.
That
one was sick because it had the drums and everything. Yeah.
I actually still have the set of drums out there for Rock Band.
That's sick.
But they don't work.
Yeah.
I just have them because like someone needs them for parts or something.
Yeah.
Or if I end up needing them for parts one day if I get a set. But and then I still have the microphone too. You know,
I forgot you could sing into it.
Yeah,
and shit.
the microphone, the drum set, and then it came with one guitar, but then you can get another guitar, so someone can play like lead, and then someone can play like bass or whatever.
Dope.
Yeah, it was cool. I had fun playing those. We had like parties playing those. Yeah. So, but not anymore. I wish they came out with like a newer version. They did with the Guitar Hero a few years ago, but it was trash.
Yeah, dude, they need to make something though.
Yeah, it was trash.
Too fun.
There's still people play like Guitar Hero on Twitch and stuff, but they're like through the PC and stuff. Like they have like emulators or whatever, and you can put whatever song you want on them.
Custom songs.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
but some of those guys are like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I can't play against those guys. I would never be able to play against a guy.
Yeah.
My arm hurts like after like one song because I used to be able to play expert everything, but now I'm like medium or hard.
I used to play it on the controllers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I only knew like one other person that could do that. That is insane.
I didn't play expert, but I played medium. Like,
still, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot easier for me though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough like doing that.
Yeah.
It was fun. I got to the point where like I could strum up and down because most people are just strumming down.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I can go.
Oh, that's sick.
And just strum up and down and do it like, you know, like a guitar, like you strum up and down, you know. So I was like doing that, but I got to the point. And then remember when Walmart used to have like the like you could go play games at the Walmart. Mm-hmm. So I was working at Shields at the time. This is when I was like 18, 19. I was working at Shields and I was working overnight. Well, I was living in Zilla at this time with this girl named Ashley. She worked days, and then we switched, you know, days and nights or whatever Shields does. I was working nights this time. Well, I was like, babe, I'm going to run to town because we're in Zilla. I'm going to run to Yakima, go to Walmart because it was open at night, and go grocery shopping because we need groceries. I was the moneymaker. I made all the money. She's like, okay, cool. Well, just let me know when you get back. You know, just let me know when you're home because she's you know, worried about me or whatever. And this is when we only had the one Walmart. We didn't have the other one in West Valley. Yeah. We went in there. I'd get my groceries and put them in the shopping cart, and I'd go look at the electronics, and they had Guitar Hero up there. And so what I did, because it was a full game, I played the entire fucking game.
You're just sitting there playing it?
I was sitting there playing it, and there was people watching me. Like, there was a lady that was working behind the electronic counter. She would watch me because she was bored, you know, because not very many people were buying, like, a TV at 2 in the morning, you know. So she's watching me play it, and then another group of people would come up and watch me play it, and I'd give it like, you guys want to play? And they're like, no, we're watching you. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, dude. So I beat the whole game on hard, and then I tried to beat it on expert, and I got to a point, and I was like, fuck, dude, it's like 4 in the morning. I need to get home. And my girlfriend didn't even know because she was asleep, you know. So, and then the fucked up thing about Walmart is at that late, all they had was the 15 items or less. So I came through with a full shopping cart.
Yeah.
And so someone would have to go get another shopping cart, and they would scan through and then just put everything in there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I work nights," you know. And they're like, "Oh, it's fine." And then they got to know me eventually because I'd come in like once a month,
yeah,
and do the big shopping. But back then, the whole shopping cart was like $300.
Yeah.
Like filled to the brim.
Yeah.
$300.
Like,
now $300 is like the bottom layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's if you buy like a thing of cereal, a thing of milk, some meat, bread, cheese, some crackers,
Just all the basic
maybe some
shit.
random snacks here and there. And it's like $300. It's like, the fuck did I buy? It came out with 3 bags.
Yeah.
Then I was like, my whole back trunk was full of bags. It'd take me like 6 trips to get them all in for $300.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's like
It's just insane.
stupid money, bro.
Yeah.
I went to Ray's the other day and bought like 4 things. And it was like $60. I was like, what the fuck did I buy?
Dude, yeah.
I bought some steaks and something else, and it was like, and a few other things. It's probably stupid stuff that I shouldn't have bought, but it was like $60. And I was like, damn. I bought 3 steaks.
It's
It
crazy.
was like $17 for 3 steaks. They're not even good steaks. They're like top sirloin.
Yeah.
You know?
You go there to get like 1 bag or whatever, and it's just fucking $100, $80. Fucking. You're like, what the?
I bought stuff today. Like I put in that fridge right there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, help you guys yourself. But I bought I bought the water, and I bought 3 little things of pop.
Yeah.
It was like $20 something.
Yeah.
Pop is expensive now, dude. A 12-pack's like $15.
That's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
dog, what the fuck? But then you turn around and see the 24-pack for 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, what? How the fuck does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So it would theoretically, if you bought 12 for 15, 24 would be 30.
Yeah.
But they're selling 24 packs for 10. How does that make sense? Why don't you just
Yeah.
make your 12 packs just $5 then?
Yeah.
Because I would buy 10 of those.
Yeah.
You know, I don't drink pop very often, but my wife does. She drinks Pepsi. When every time it's on sale, I'll buy a cube.
Yeah.
You know?
Little small ones. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll buy the 24
Or
24
whatever,
pack
yeah.
cube because it's like right now at Ray's it's $9. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That's crazy.
Normally it's 19.
Yeah.
It's like fuck or more. So
I gotta ask, bro. Do you know where you got that Cooper Cup sticker from?
oh, that Cooper Cup sticker.
Yeah.
So kind of a shitty subject, but I mean, did you hear about Brian Harris's daughter
Okay.
a couple of years back?
Yeah.
That whole situation.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want to go into it.
No,
but,
yeah.
So they used to do a memorial golf tournament
Okay.
at the country club out in was it East Valley
Mm-hmm.
or Terrace Heights or whatever, and it was donation. So you pay, and they would donate all that money and stuff, whatever, all the funds they would raise to the YWCA for domestic violence and stuff, because
Mhm.
that's how she died. Cat. So when you sign up to play, they give you like a little swag bag of different things.
Oh, okay.
Like golf balls and like a deck of cards, and one year is like a speaker and some like tees that are purple and all this other stuff. And the first year was that stuff. The second year was other stuff, like a Live Like Emily sticker, which is one of the ones in here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it was that sticker too.
Okay.
That was one of them.
No, because I think my dad made those.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He made a bunch of them. 'Cause that's what he does. He prints out like stickers and all this kind of stuff.
So if you ever see the
Vinyl.
hashtag Live Like Emily stickers,
Yeah.
like at Kings Row on the front window, I made all those.
Oh, that's cool.
And then this, see that coaster sticker?
Oh yeah.
I made those.
Oh, you made that? Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I used to make all his hats.
That's badass. Dude.
Yeah, I used to
didn't
make
know
all his
that.
hats. He, after COVID and like my machine kind of
Mhm.
fucked up a little bit, and I wasn't making hats anymore for a while.
I forgot you had like a clothing thing going on.
Yeah, a little
Like,
bit.
Yeah.
I made his hats, but then like I wasn't able to make them anymore, so he
Yeah.
makes them somewhere else now. Which I have no hard feelings
Yeah.
about it. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. He's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I made some of his hats and stuff for him, and then I made some stickers for him to. I was like, here, you don't have to. I just wanted to make them to
That's
see if I
dope.
could, and I was
Yeah.
like, you can just have some and sell them if you want.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna keep one though, and I put it up there.
That's dope.
So, but some of these stickers in here, I made like this S sticker. I
Oh,
made
that's
that.
cool.
And then, a bunch of different random stickers in there, like the Habit one, and that DM right there,
Mm-hmm.
Deadly Motives. He's another local guy that does shoe stuff.
Oh, really?
It's not Deadly Motives anymore. It's Coleman Customs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
His last name's Coleman. I taught him kind of how to do like the sewing shit.
Yeah.
I went to the shoe surgeon class. I just paid all that money, and my uncle helped me pay all the money, and went down to California for 4 days or 3 days or whatever, and learned how to do all that shit.
Yeah.
And I brought back all that knowledge with me, and I kind of was already in contact with him because we both do custom shoes, or I did, and he still does or did.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, fuck, I do custom. I'm from Yakima. He's like, I'm from Yakima too. So we like hung out a couple of times, and then when I was like, bro, you should go to the shoe surgeon, he's like, I can't. I don't have enough money.
Oh shit.
But basically what I did was when I got back, I was like, bro, come over sometime. And he came over, and I basically showed him the entire process on how to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he ended up buying a machine and all that stuff to do it. So
Sweet.
it's pretty cool.
Now he's doing all that. Yeah.
Shit. Hold on. Wife and kids are home.
We can end it right here if you want.
Yeah, how long have we been going? Damn, 2.5 hours, bro.
Damn, bro. Doesn't
even feel like that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can end it now. We can always
We'll do it again, dude.
Do a part two.
Pick up a part 2, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess if you guys want, you can plug your shit again.
For
one
sure,
more time.
yeah. So me and Jerry, PNW Pack, our music group, any platform, you can check it out. And then we also do the Bro Show, which is a podcast, any platform on that too. I think Spotify and SoundCloud are the main ones though. We're still trying to get on all the other stuff.
I can leave the links and show notes
For sure.
and stuff so they can click. It'd be cool. They can just straight up Spotify or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
But yeah, thanks for having us on.
Any other projects you guys got going on right now?
Right now, we're just messing around, dude. We're trying to mess around with some new sounds and stuff. So yeah, nothing like crazy, but
hell yeah,
just here and there.
If you guys want some really shitty lyrics, hit me up.
Yeah, dude, if you ever want to record, bro, yeah, slide through.
I thought about it because now I have the mics.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, I could
just
fuck around and see how I sound. Yeah. And I was like, I listened to myself on podcasts. I was like, talking's one thing, but like trying to like get that attitude with like rap or something. I was like, I don't have that like flow or that attitude. It's an attitude, man.
Yeah.
You got to have like that
for sure,
that mindset to be able to just get into it. Like you guys know.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, so, but anyways,
have your son make a beat and then you rap over it for your intro.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like if I got good at doing something and he got good at doing something, like we could start like a little family band thing.
There you
going
go.
on.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. But I'd have to figure out how to do something stupid like. I mean, I'm not saying bass is easy, but I think I would probably be better at like.
There you go.
Doom, 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 doom,
Yeah.
and then he could like do all the other shit like. I'd be like doom, 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 doom. I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Or sit in the background and go. You know,
playing cowbell. Doom,
yeah, I could play.
Cowbell.
I'm a beast on triangle, bro. And kazoo. Ooh, yeah.
Kazoo.
It'd be dope to learn harmonica though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But anyways, all right, guys. Well,
Yeah,
fuck, this was
appreciate
fun,
it,
man.
man. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming on. Yeah, let's do this shit again.
For
Let's do it
sure, man.
again.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course.